under this blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Middles FC. Let's go. Have it right, Middles FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea. Up the Middles FC. How we do, people? Let's go. Big up to every single one of you that is in here tonight. The Late Night Mineral Show. Let's have it right. After a great friendly of Udinese v Chelsea, we're going to land some minerals tonight. We're going to analyse the game. We're going to talk about things that went on throughout the day. We're going to run through everything, people. Let's have it right, guys. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit your notifications. If you want to donate to the channel, donate to the channel. And let's have it right. Land your minerals in the comments. I want to hear everything what you think as well. I'm happy to answer questions, and we're going to run through this. So as always, big up to every single one of you in here supporting the channel. There's over 200 people in here tonight. Big up to every single one in here. I'm going to run through the comments, and then we'll get straight into it. So big up, Big Ron. Johnny, you are spoiling us. Minerals overdose. One can never have enough. Big up, Johnny boy. AK Stamina FC. Let's have it right. Big up to Big Ron. Super Chelsea TV. Lovely to see you in here. Chelsea Mark. Mount Sterling Havertz looking good already. Triple minerals coming. Lovely. Love that. Love that. Adil Minerals Mount sensational as usual. Let's have it right. The baller Minerals man. He's the ball. He's the glue. He's the cement. He's the minerals of Chelsea Football Club. Let's have it right. Our designer Mount was absolutely phenomenal. Simply world class as always. Haters, drink it in. Drink in the minerals. Drinking the minerals. You've been piss poor, Ben Jacobs. Piss poor today. Trying to get out of jail, son. Yeah, we'll run into that later on. But we're going to talk about the positives. Let's not focus on them brown envelopes, all the negative wrong-uns in the game. Let's talk about the positives. Yeah, and we're going to get into everything, guys. Chelsea old boys, my guy. Big up to you. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea with the Minerals FC. Lovely to see you in here, as always, supporting the channel. We've got Minerals FC in the house. Same problems as last season. Good win, but we ain't ready for the league. No, we know that, guys. We know we're not ready for the league yet. It's a building process, people. It's a building process. We've got Chelsea boy in here. Let's have it right. Shane, the investor. Don Billy in midfield, you know what that's about. You know, I was so buzzing to see Billy Esther Goat more in the midfield, mate. It wasn't long enough, though. I needed him here long enough, but I believe that the gaffer wanted to give as much minutes to Jorginho to get it under the belt for him for the Everton game next week. Nico Kante still got a course. He's world class. Let's have it right. Big up Cameron here. Billy has to stay. He's got to stay, mate. He's Jorginho's backup. He is Jorginho's backup. And the gaffer proved that tonight in the friendly. Walter, big up to you. Big up, Johnny. Good win needed to work out on our counter. Though they had a few good chances where if they had better players, it's a different score. But good win overall. I will get into that. Because it's a very, very good point, Geezer. Very good point. Piesh, I'm not even going to say that, but big up to you for being in here. Carefree CFC, Super Chelsea. Listen, big up to you for subscribing and joining Minerals FC. And we got the Carefree Minerals show tonight. Let's have it right. Forever Blues, lovely to see you in here. Can't wait for this in-depth analysis. It's going to be fine. Spread those minerals, Johnny, my son. I will do. Don't you worry. Mason Gaming, Timo Werner's accepted a 50% pay cut to join Leipzig on loan fee with a purchase clause. It's being discussed. CFC buying that's Christian Falk and others bold. Listen, if that's true, then he wants to leave. Let him go. If that's true. But Christian Falk, I'd take that with a pinch of salt. He's not the most reliable as far as I'm concerned. Big up Michael Rosso. Our subs are not good enough. We need to add quality signings. Let's get it right, fellas. Up the Chelsea. Let's have it right. CHB, big up to you. Like and subscribe. Let's have it right. People in here, if you haven't liked or subscribed the video, please do. Like the video first off and subscribe to the channel. I should have 276 likes for every single one of you that's in here that's been participating as part of my channel and on my show. So big up to every single one of you. Big up to every single one of you. Listen to Carefree CFC there. Listen to him. Let's keep running through, guys. Big up, Trev. Up the Chelsea, Johnny. It's official today. Confirmed Ben Jacobs is a full-blown brown envelope. He is 100% a full-blown brown envelope. And he was with fucking Laporte. And that's going to be released tomorrow. Full brown envelope. Let's have it right. And his quote tweet from Sophia's tweet of Monkey says it all, guys. But we'll run into that later on. Let's talk about the Chelsea. Let's not talk about the brown envelopes as of yet. And we're gonna run into it, people. Big up, Siplers. Everyone looks solid out there. Big up to you. I haven't seen you in here before. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel, Geezer. No fucks given. That third goal won me 50 squid and just covered my takeaway because I'm a fat bastard. Let's have it right. Let's all round of applause to Minerals, man, for getting no fucks given. He's 50 squid, mate. Big up. Big up. Stretter's my guy. Big up, Johnny. Minerals are going to land like a knife through butter. Let's have it right, Geezer. Let's have it right. My guy, Stretters. Dread68. Yes, Johnny. All that chat about we ain't ready. We look ready tonight with Chile and Cover to add to the first team. Chelsea till we die. Big up to you, Dread. Lovely to see you in here. Ice cold beverage, my guy. Big up Minerals FC, up the Chelsea. Let's have it right. All you guys in here, big up to every single one of you. Manny, good performance. I'm more confident now for Everton. Listen, we knew this was going to come, guys. We knew. Alexander, if Cho could finish, he could take that right wing. Listen, we'll get into that. Don't worry. We're going to run through everything. 100 plus in here. Well, there's more. There's 300 people in here. Hit the like button, people. Hit that like button. Doesn't cost you anything, and it helps my channel and this stream in particular, guys. Help me out. Land your minerals and smash that like button, guys. Chronic Maths Debater. What a name, fella. Billy's got the minerals. Let's have it right. Of course he has. Of course he's got the minerals. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. Lateness is greatness, people. Big up British Patriot. Like, subscribe, people. Land the Minerals. Big up to you, geezer. Jack, Kai was a bit disappointed, not going to lie. Listen, I'll run into that, Jack. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Ari, Chelsea fan 11. Let's have it right. Big up to you, geezer. I'm seeing a lot of new people in this in the chat. Obviously, new subscribers to my channel. Big up to every single one of you. I'm very overwhelmed by it, and I appreciate all the support, people. I really do. Minerals man. Let's have it right, Jack. Minerals man. Abidas, Cooling Minerals. Yeah, mate. Fucking quality. Quality. Minerals FC only starts when when the likes hit 100. Let me know what likes I'm on, people. I should be on 300 likes already. Come on. Just for turning up, people. Let's have it right. Fabrizio Primano, here we go. After Havertz's disaster class against Udinese, Chelsea FC have opted to sign the disabled Mongolian under-7 striker. Gets contract. Listen, it's funny, that's funny, geezer, but I can't accept Havertz slander, mate. But that was funny. Big up to you. Aldrinia, big up, Johnny. Let's have it right. Bury these brown envelopes once for all. I always bury them. They're already in the fucking mud. They're gasping for air. They can't get it. So let's not pass them a straw. Jermaine, big up to you. Lovely to see you in here. Jacob CFC up the Chelsea. Loads of you in here, guys. RIP FIFA. What's up, Johnny? Lovely to see you in here. Top Bin's my guy. Big up, Johnny. Just like Money Mace, you arrive late and deliver the minerals when it matters. I love it. I love that. I love that shit. Love that shit. Only difference with Sterling and Pulley is that they both miss chances, but Sterling converts more than he misses. Shane the investor landing his minerals in the comments. We're getting straight into it, you guys. You guys are relentless, mate. I love it. I love it. Big up to all of you guys. All right, I'm running through them before I get stuck in. Big up Philly. Big respect, Johnny. Up the Chelsea. Cursor in here. How can we watch the second match tomorrow? You can watch it on the Fifth Stand app or on the Chelsea website. That will be at 10 a.m., guys. 10 a.m. we can watch the second friendly for obviously all the players that didn't participate tonight. They'll play tomorrow morning, and that's 10 a.m. UK time, I believe. Big up, Joey. Lovely to see you in here. Hope you're doing good, my geezer. 175 on the live. Smash the like button. Please, guys, let's run it up for Johnny Boy. Love that. Love the energy, guys. Electronic ear in here. Worried about Kai, not going to lie. Don't worry about Kai. Do not worry about Kai. Abbas, big up Johnny. Land the minerals. I will do. I will do. Right. So, God, there's loads of you in here. Big up to all of you. Big up again. Big up Johnny Boy. Respect from East London, Hackney. Big up to you, Joey. My guy. Supporting from day one. Liam, Johnny's starting early on the brown envelopes. Love it. Yeah. We'll get into it, guys. We're getting they're fucking all wrong uns, man. Every single one of them, all these brown envelopes. Absolute joke, mate. Frauds, man. Frauds. I don't know if anyone saw my little edit I took out and I put it on Twitter and I mudded them all. Especially Fabrizio, the little prick. I've done him like a kipper. Let's have it right. Big up Romain Molina, big journalist out there. He's not there for the clickbait, and he landed it. He told us the truth, mate. He does his job. He tells the truth. So, guys, you should follow that guy. I know it's in French, but you can translate it. He's a don, mate. Julius, lovely to see you in here. I missed the live show with Tony. Watched the whole thing after. I wish I was there live to talk to Tony. Well, we do it every week, Julius. So hopefully you can make the next one, my guy. Lovely to see you in here and supporting the channel. Big up British Patriot for your big ups for your minerals donation. The super minerals, overall decent performance, helps build confidence. Exactly that. It is about confidence. It's about match sharpness. It was about showing intensity, up in the levels, because as we know, we start our new season come next Saturday, 5:30 at Everton away. So, big up to you, Joshua, from South Africa. Lovely, lovely to see you in here. Everyone all around the world, big up to every single one of you that's in here. Every single one of you. Appreciate the Soup Minerals donation. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's have it right. Big up to you, my guy. Joey's, I like this. Guardiola with Werner money on top to land our man, and Asby Alonso money on top to land. Listen, I would take that in a heartbeat right now. I would take that. Guardiola for me right now is more important than getting a right-sided centre back. More important, way more important. I think we need to go for this guy. 100% we need to sign this guy. Apparently he's got the most dribbles in Europe for a fucking left back, left centre back. It's ridiculous. The guy's stats are mad. He's 20 years old. He's built like a brick shithouse. He's perfect for our system and our league. I think we have to go for Guardiola. He's my number one pick, people. That is who I want. And I think we should go all out to get him now, sort the left side, and then get the second centre back for the right side after that. But the left side, very important. And I'll tell you why, because I thought about this while I was watching the game. The reason I go for the left-sided centre-back first is because Koulibaly, blatantly can play there, don't get me wrong. But I feel like Asby on the right, we were weakened, guys. We were very, very lightweight. We weren't good positionally. It wasn't impressive. And I think if you have Koulibaly on the right and you have a natural lefty on the left, and you've got Thiago Silva in the middle, and you can mix out resting Thiago Silva and put Koulibaly in the middle, and then have a Reece James on the right or a Trev, that's a good balance. That'll get us through until we can get that second centre-back. But the left side centre-back, starting the season now, I think it's an absolute must right now. And Guardiola, 100%, I agree with you, Joey, is a big baller. And De Jong, I think there's a long saga with De Jong. I think De Jong's going to continue to go on till deadline day. You know what I mean? And let Barcelona sweat the fucking crooks. Let them sweat till deadline day so they can't register any of their players or the 3 players that they signed. Let's stop them from registering them. Yeah, let's have it right. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Big up Fred in here. Like and subscribe, people. Do as Philly says. Much appreciated, guys. Listen, Monkey was there. He came out, and I'll save that for later. Because I'm going to land some serious minerals on that one. Big up, Thomas. Thank you very much for your Super Minerals donation. Up the Academy connection. Lovely connection there. You know, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Minerals Man. Beautiful. The pure minerals there. Right, let's run through these guys. I'm not going to ignore your comments, guys, but I need to give this analysis. There's over 350 people in here. Please like the video. Let me know in the comments what likes I'm on as well, and we're gonna delve into it. One more, Mohammed. Big up to you. I'm confident enough from today's match. Good day. Waiting for 3 minerals to land. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Kai is our king, and have a little patience. All will be well, guys. King Kai. Big up to you, Mohammed. Listen, that's what I'm saying. We've got to support King Kai. We have to back the minerals, yeah? And we're going to run into that. Don't you worry. Big up Andrew in here. Great performance, but still overplaying. First half played really quickly. Second, reverted to how we always play. I agree with that. I do agree with that, Andrew. I can't say that's not I can't say it's false. JC, big up to you. Gilmore looked tidy on the ball. He always looks tidy. He's naturally a baller, isn't he? We've got to keep him. All this nonsense about the brown envelope saying that he's going to go on a permanent deal. No chance. A loan potentially, but for me, if you're not getting a Frankie de Jong and you ain't getting a Declan Rice, you have to keep Billy Esther Goatmore. I don't care what anyone tells me. You have to. Even if you get a Frankie de Jong, you can still keep Billy Esther. But he might want to go on loan because he's not going to get the minutes potentially. So, big up Stratters. He knows Billy's a star. You save millions at the same time. Don't repeat last year's mistake. I agree. And I've been saying this, people. I've been saying this. It's very important. You know, you got to keep him this time. We struggled last year. Big time. Yeah. Big up Bartek. Appreciate your minerals, Super Minerals donation. Mate, you've seen Barca want Bernardo Silva crooks. Listen, we know they're going to buy Bernardo Silva. We know this. We ain't going to be able to get registered until Frankie de Jong's sorted. So let's see what Broke Alone have got in their pockets. What are they going to pull out? What brown envelope they're going to land on everyone? Yeah? What excuse are they going to use? What other fucking journal they're going to bring out and make out some sort of nonsense story that everyone's going to bite into and believe like they all do? They're all full of it, mate. They're all full of it. Let's play Guess Who. I am broke alone. I can't pay my own players. I hate Frankfurters. I kidnapped Pafina, Pevansdowski, Pembele. Still don't know. Answer Laporta. Listen, he is poor, mate. He's a poor man. Fucking poor man. But listen, guys, let's get into the game. Let's get into the game, people. All right. I'm seeing I'm not on 300 likes. Get me to the 300 likes, people. There's over 300 people in here. Please like and subscribe. Very important for the channel. Very, very important. Where should we start? I think overall, first half looked like Chelsea. You know, it looked like the Chelsea that we know when we bring our game and we press and we're relentless and we got the intensity and the hunger and the drive. I saw that all in the first half. Let me make this point very clear, all right, before I run into everything. There is no Lukaku now. And straight away, you can see what's going on. You can see the fluidity. You can see the team effort. You can see the way the team pushes forward together, how they come back together, how they want to get high ball recoveries. Very, very important. And we lost that last year and we lost that momentum. We lost that fluidity. It is clear as day right now that we are not going to play the back four and we're going to not play the three-man midfield until we've made some signings. Thomas Tuchel knows this and he's setting out with the back three and the wing-back system and with the front three. So I've had to accept now that Middlesman will be playing in that front three. All right? He will be playing that front three when really I want him in the number 8-10 position. But that's not going to happen until we get a DM or someone else in the middle where we can go into a three-man midfield and play the back four. Maybe we're waiting on for some defenders. I don't know yet. We have to see what the transfer window brings for us and what signings we bring in. That will determine where we go with that. Now, in terms of the system, it's going to be that, as far as I'm concerned. The team selection, I was pretty, happy with. The only thing I'm not happy with was seeing Alonso and Azpilicueta. Apart from that, everything else was spot on. Everything. For me, the weak links in the team was exactly those two players, Azpilicueta and Alonso. And I think Aspi obviously wants to leave. We know that. Alonso wants to leave. But the gaffer's played them. He's played them. I think for the Everton game, I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know if Trevor's going to be fit enough. If Trev's going to play on the right so we can play Reece as the right wing back. That remains to be seen. But I will say this. If you take away those two players who did all right first half, they did all right. Alonso's very frustrating for me, as we know. But you have to give credit to Jorginho, Kante having his first sort of pre-season game. He's world class. He's got the minerals. Anyone who's forgotten that we got this player, hopefully we're reminded tonight of what a fucking player we have in the middle of the park. He loses the ball and he just wins it back straight away. He scored a world-class goal. He had a go many times. Energy, link up, pressing, recovery, fucking minerals general. That's what he was, a minerals general in this game. With Jorginho pulling the strings, controlling the game, but the difference I would say between the first half and the second half, not only the intensity, because you're going to, in the second half, you're going to lose that kind of like that fitness, that sharpness. But let's focus on the first half, because I think the first half is like the basis of what we're going to take into the Everton game. Is Jorginho and Kante were very high up. They were pushed very high up, and there was a big gap between them and the back three, I noticed. Now, when we have possession, we're quality. Tic-tac, all over the place, controlling. We created chances. Where I've noticed, we had the high ball recovery. When we did lose the ball, we got it back because we pushed Udinese back. And Jorginho and Kante were right up there. Kante a little bit further, obviously. That's the difference. If we get caught out against better teams, that's where we're going to get hurt if we push up that high, because Jorginho hasn't got the legs for recovery and Kante's too far forward. So what it does is it creates a big gap between the pivot, the double sixes, and the back three. Where I think they're confident, though, is that you got the maestro, El Monstro, fucking mid-generational mineral silver, elite reader of the game, and Koulibaly. Koulibaly, guys. I'm going to work from the back to the front. Koulibaly, for me, what a player. I mean, composed, elite reading of the game, fantastic ball distribution, calmness, collectiveness, elite tackles. Do you know, he's got everything, absolutely everything in his locker. And the way he controlled the back line with Silva was very assuring for me. You know, I felt confident with him at the back. And I feel he's a clear upgrade of Rudiger. And I'll tell you why he's a clear upgrade. He's more composed, guys. I feel like Rudiger was a little bit erratic, man. He was a little bit fucking, you know what I mean? The shithousery was always coming out of him. A bit, what's the word? Not erratic. A little bit unpredictable, but Koulibaly's just calmness, mate. Composure. He's just clear of Rudiger. And on the left side, being a right footy, for me, that was it. You know, I felt like Jorginho and Kante knew they got minerals behind them. Radical. Thank you, Manny. Radical. Rudiger was radical. Koulibaly's just ice cold, collective. With Thiago Silva, we got something special there, people. We really do have something special there. That is a world-class signing, guys. For the money we paid. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I think that's the difference between when we lose the ball. You saw Koulibaly made, 2-3 great tackles, like the last-ditch tackles where he sort of slides in and he scoops the ball. Lovely stuff. Minerals. Absolute minerals. So I'm very confident. Love Koulibaly. He had a great game. Thiago Silva, great game. Azpilicueta, not so great. Mendy could have done better for the goal we conceded, but I'm not going to scrutinise him on it. I'm not going to scrutinise him. Mendy's still our best goalkeeper, and we need to support him. But yeah, he should have really put some force and palmed that out. As a goalkeeper, number one rule, left and right, sideways. Get it out. Never ahead of you. Always sideways. But you got to put welly in it. You know what I mean? You got to push it. But he wasn't great. He wasn't great. A bit shaky. Some good ball distribution, quick throw-ins to keep us on the attack. But sceptical. And he needs to sort out his form. He needs to get his form back and confidence back. I don't know what's going on with Mendy. We know he's got the minerals. He's proved it. But last season, he's obviously had a hit on his confidence. So I'm a bit concerned about that, people. Hopefully, with Thiago Silva and Koulibaly there, we're going to protect him a lot more. Yeah, we're going to protect him a lot more. So what I'd say this, if we move to the pivot, the double six, Kante looked like his old Kante self. Jorginho looked like fresh Jorginho. You know, he doesn't look tired. He looks like he's had a good holiday. It's very important for us going into the new season because it's clear as day. It doesn't look very likely we're going to get a fucking DM. We desperately need a Declan Rice still. We need a DM, guys. We need to be able to switch to a 6-6, to a midfield 3 with a sitter. We need that, guys. We need those options. We need to switch to back 4, back 3 and have the option. This is a very important signing, people, and I cannot stop stressing it. We need to do that. We need to go and get Gvardiol. We need to get Declan Rice, and we need to get fucking Neymar. That's the three signings. If you get the Declan Rice, you're not so dependent on the wing-back system, because it's clear as day, guys, watching this game, that we cannot go through a season having Alonso as a fucking wing-back. We can't do it. We can't have Asby as a wing-back. All right? So you're down there already. You cannot rely on Chilwell and James going through the whole season. One of them's going to get injured, probably Reece James more so than Chilwell. All right? That's the likelihood. I thought Reece James was very off it today. He wasn't himself today. I think the match sharpness ain't quite there. And he's getting his fitness. But I ain't worried with Reece James. We all know that. But that's my overall sort of assessment on him. He was a little bit off it. He was just off the positions. He was off the first touch a little bit. But he does things very effortlessly and naturally, the way he was passing the ball, the right passes to make to keep us flowing. And he linked up with Georgie very well. So Alonso, we know about Alonso. Piss poor geezer. Very frustrating player. Does some things really good, and then other things he's just like fuck's sake, we can't go for another season of Marcus Alonso. Let's have it right. And then we go to the attack, guys. Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, and Raheem Sterling is the front three, people, by miles. That is the front three. I loved it. I loved everything about them. Movement, link up, fluidity, understanding, chemistry, linking up with the 6-6s, the wing backs. But the movement, the off the ball movement was elite, guys. It was elite. Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, Raheem Sterling off the ball was elite. All right. The match sharpness is going to come. And the fitness is going to come as we start the season. But I'm very excited with that front line. If we're playing this system, I have to accept Mason Mount is going to be in that front three. And we know he's a baller. He's got all the minerals. And for me, he was the man of the match tonight. He was the best player on the pitch. With Jorginho as well. I think Georgie was fantastic. But for me, Minerals Mount playing the full 90 shows his fitness levels, shows his fucking minerals as a player, the way everything just ran through him. Any chance creation ran through him. Any kind of excitement, anything happening, any link up, it was through Minerals Mount. All right? Left, right, he was everywhere. Raheem Sterling, fucking unbelievable off the ball. The way he drops in deep, his ability to hold the ball, close control, and wiggle around and get out of positions and break their press. And he cuts and he gets in between the lines, and straight away we can attack. Very, very good. And I think what Tuchel's instructed with those two, especially Minerals Mount and Sterling, is that they alternate who drops deeper and who stays in the front two. And they create a front two, and then one becomes like an 8-10. And I think Sterling and Minerals Mount were both doing that. They were both doing it. And I'm very excited by that, because Raheem Sterling, mate, I am buzzing for this guy. I am absolutely buzzing. This guy is going to score goals. He's going to score goals for Chelsea, and he's going to help us score a lot of goals and help the team. Very important, this guy. Very, very important. And his link up with Kai was fantastic. Mason Mount's connection with Kai, we know. Some beautiful balls from Minerals Mount into Kai, into Sterling, across the box, the link up, the flicks, everything. It was all there, guys. It's just as we play more games, that's going to get sharper and sharper, and we're going to look devastating. And I think if we continue to play with that intensity and we can sustain that throughout 90 minutes per game, we will be killing teams, guys. We will score. We're creating so many chances All right, you can have a go at clinicalness. I think it's a bit harsh to look at the clinicalness in this game simply because it's just a friendly. All right, it's a friendly. The levels were clearly upped, and the most important thing is chance creation. Now, all these idiots think that we need creators, but we don't. We create enough. And what we're going to see in this front three in the Tuchel system and the way Tuchel likes to play, he's going to have all of them scoring across the front three. He's going to have all three scoring goals. We're not just going to rely on a number 9. We're not just going to rely on Kai Havertz. We're going to rely on Mason Mount and Sterling. We're going to rely on Kai, all three of them collectively to score goals. And they will. The only thing I'd say with Minnell's Mount is I felt there was a few opportunities he could have had a shot and score and be selfish. But he's a very unselfish player. He loves getting an assist. Obviously, he's got his goal because he's just an elite baller off the ball, and he came in and he smashed it in from Callum Hudson-Odoi, who looked class. You know, Callum looked really good, looked like he wanted to take on players. But I just want to talk about the front line before I talk about like who came on. That looks like a solid starting lineup. I mean, that is a great team. I think if you bring in Kovacic into the mix, and you do drop like Aspilicueta and Alonso, and you replace with Chile and a Trev, then I feel like that's a quality team. That's a quality team. But the depth is not there, guys. And that's where you fall and you basically get let down throughout the season, because we're not going to be consistently allowed to play these same players throughout the whole season. It's just not going to happen. All right. We're going to have to rotate. And in the front line, there's a lot of reshuffling going on. We know Werner didn't travel. We know there's all this Broha nonsense. I think Broha's got a great opportunity to get into this team. We'll probably watch him tomorrow in the morning against Udinese. We're going to see Gallagher. We're going to see Kovacic. We're going to see Trev. We're going to see Chilwell. We're going to see all these players. All right, granted, it goes without saying. But this team tonight, in the first half, is what we know about Tuchel ball. We know this system works. We know the players are comfortable with this system. And until we buy the right players, we can't change it. So we're going to have to make do with this system. And it works at the end of the day. We play well. We controlled the game. We had possession. Udinese had fuck all sniff. We really played. We allowed them that goal, really. And we got caught out. My point is that the double sixes were so far pushed up. And if you watch, Minnell's Mount was fucking pelting it to try and put pressure. Alonso was in no man's land, and the defense was caught in between, whether they go forward or whether they sit, and they sat. And unfortunately, you know, Mendy should have made that save, but he didn't, and they scored. But against better teams, they will punish us. Against the Spurs with Harry Kane, Son, they'll punish you. You can't leave that space behind the double sixes like that. So although we've had all the possession and we pushed up high, we have to be very careful about when they want to hit us, when we get countered on. Are we going to be able to deal with it? And the answer is right now, I don't think we can, and that's my concern. So really, we're not going to expect the double sixes to push up so far forward in the Premier League games, in my opinion. I think they're going to drop a little bit deeper, and that's where you're going to have to rely on Sterling and Minnell's Mount to drop in that little bit deeper collectively and leave Kai, or even Kai. And then you're going to have to, it's going to be a similar story, guys, in my opinion. But if we go for it, like we did tonight, show fearlessness, which I think we did, and we pushed up, and we can kill teams off early and score 2 goals, like we did. We scored 2 goals. Game should be closed and dead, but obviously it's a friendly. I think the Premier League game, we will do that. And I think that's Tuchel's thought process. I think that's what he wants to do. He wants to fucking kill teams early. He wants to high press, high intensity, win the ball back, don't let them breathe, and keep pegging it around and controlling the game. When you got the ball, you got every chance of scoring a goal. When you ain't got the ball, you ain't going to score a goal. It's as simple as that. So that's the way I looked at it. But I'm very excited. Kai Havertz, you can say, oh, he's not clinical. But Kai Havertz, some fucking beautiful touches that baller made to hold up the ball in tight positions where he's got players around him. Some great link-up play, great positional play, all right? It's going to come, guys. It's just going to come. All right, this is pre-season. Give him a run into the season, and I don't doubt Kai Havertz is going to be scoring a lot of goals. A lot of goals. That chance he had where it was a bit of a weak finish because it was a bit high. All right, that take from Kai from that pass from Minerals Mount, or is it Sterling, was divine, bro. It was delightful. That's Minerals. That's silky German. Beautiful touch to hit that ball like that. Come on, let's have it right. Very impressed. I was impressed with Kai. I don't know what everyone's worried about. Minerals Mount linking up with him. Sterling linking up with him. Great alternation in positions. All getting involved. All putting in a shift. Sterling, for me, you can see what we got in this player coming to our club and what he's going to bring to our front line. It's going to be quality, mate. Absolute quality. Because I've got no worries with them front lines. My worry is who's the backup. That's my concern. That's my concern. I felt Billy Gilmore should have come on earlier to show the gaffer what he's got. When he came on, great touches, controlled the middle of the park. He was there, no problem. He doesn't give the ball away. Didn't lose the ball, in fact. You know, controlled the game. We were trying to shut it out and calm it down. Kennedy, high energy, pressing because he was in that front three position. You expect that. But as a wing back, he ain't that guy. He just ain't that guy. But maybe Tuchel will see something in him. I don't know. Vale put a shift in, but I think he needs a loan. I don't think he's ready for Chelsea level yet, but he did put a shift in. Callum Hudson-Odoi, people. Callum, we saw glimpses of old Callum now. You know, the way he took the goal itself, the third goal, the way he took on the defender and with his right foot whip it in. That's what I want to see with Cal. Instinct, but purpose. He had purpose about what he was doing. You know, intent, meaningful intent. He knew exactly what he had to do, and he went and did it. And I like that about Cal. We got to keep an eye open on him. And all this fucking bullshit, Nizar Kinsella, you rat. It was Nizar Kinsella, or who was it? One of them came out about Callum Hudson-Odoi, that Tuchel doesn't favour Callum Hudson-Odoi and all this shit, and that he's going to go on a permanent move. I can't bear all this nonsense. Big up to Electronic Ear. Thank you for your minerals donation. CAPMGNAKCL and S Kai deprived of all. You're a joker. You're a joker, geezer. Let me run through some of your comments, guys. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, people. Like the video and subscribe. The false nine role never gets to glory. They work for others. How good did Mount and Sterling look? It's because of Havertz's movement for me. Exactly right. 100%. This is where people get it twisted. They've got this myth about a number 9, and we got to rely on a number 9 scoring us 20, 30 goals. Tuchel doesn't play like that. And the sooner that you guys understand that, the better off you'll be. And the fucking less ball ache you'll be to Kai Havertz. Because Kai Havertz, what he offers to our front line, the movement, the fluidity, and how we play is what the gaffer wants, and we will get goals from all of those front three. We even got a goal from N'Golo Kante. Let's have it right. We got a goal from N'Golo Kante. You know, we should have had a penalty, and Georgie would have had a goal. We should have had a penalty in that game. I can't believe they didn't give that penalty. It was a shocking decision. But 100%, Manny, you're right, mate. You are 100% right. Big up, Philly. Johnny dropping facts. Like, subscribe, people. Let's have it right. Let me run through. Johnny Sterling's our top scorer this season. Let's have it right. Well, hopefully, mate. You know, I think him and Mount in the front three are going to score a lot of goals, Chelsea. I think Kai's going to score goals. But I don't think we're going to rely on just one striker. It's not going to work like that at Chelsea. In this system, it's not going to work like that. So I'm excited. But I think if you have Broha for me will add something different to us. He's like a natural striker, but he's not like a full-on number 9. He's a bit of a mould. He's a roamer. I think Broha's got to stay, guys. It's clear as day Tommy T don't want to sell him. Yeah, it's clear as day he doesn't want to sell him. And all these brown envelopes pushing out at Real Madrid, sniffing around him. It's fucking ridiculous. The guy scored 6 goals at fucking Southampton, and you're telling me Real Madrid are sniffing at Broha? Is this a fucking joke? What is this, all this nonsense, mate? They are honestly trying to prop If it's either Brohar's camp, all right, prop him because he regrets earning $8,000 a week, or what is this? What is this? Just bullshit. They're trying to engineer and move for West Ham. What is it? We've gone from West Ham to Real Madrid. Fucking hell. What is that all about? What is that all about, people? Big up Bar AV, Mount is generational talent. 100% he is. He's 100% generational talent. He's the minerals of our football club. He's the glue of the team. When Minerals Mount plays, Chelsea play. When he don't play, we don't play the same. We don't tick the same. We ain't the same team, guys, without Minerals Mount. Everything ran through him. Yeah, Kai Havertz, unreal touch. Unreal. Yeah, he will. He will finish. But like I say, we're not going to depend on just Kai scoring goals. We're going to get goals from everywhere. And he will score goals. Don't worry about it. I stand by it. I back Kai all the way. I back him all the way. Big up, Juice. My worry is the midfield. We need a midfielder, for fuck's sake, to be able to utilise the forward line we have and transition the ball to Minerals Mount. We need a mid, or they will be isolated. I agree with this. Over the season, Jorginho, Kante, and Kovacic will get caught out, and it will wear and tear on us. That's the reality. We need a Declan Rice, or we need a Frankie de Jong. We need someone in there. We need someone else in there, guys. We need to freshen it up. What we've got as backup is not enough. It's not enough. In this double six, all right, Gallagher is not a six. You cannot rely on Gallagher. If you're going to loan Billy Gilmore, you've got no other natural six there. For me, Gilmore has to stay at the football club. He has to be part of this squad. Has to be. If you're not going to buy anyone. All right? Let's have it right. Very good point. Living Easy Blues. Very good point. We played as a team tonight. Tuchel boys, teamwork. And in those moments, difficult moments, it's down to the individual brilliance. And TT will let you do that. That's what you do to get yourself out of the positions. Standard. Sterling did it. Minerals Mount did it. Kai Havertz does it. You know, Kante and Jorginho essentially done it. But they do it in their own way. Yeah. But it's all about working for the team. And I know, I 100% believe with the gaffer that whoever's on that pitch, as long as we get rid of the players that don't want to be there, all right, and they're not on that pitch, I 100% believe they will do everything it takes to work 110%, 20% for the gaffer and to put in all the work and to make sure that we win at all costs. And that's what we lost last year. We were disjointed last year. We had all that shit behind the scenes. I don't think we're going to have that this year. All right. And I don't think TT's going to stand for all the players that are giving it all the big and that want to leave. He'll fucking get rid of him like a Werner right now. It looks like he's out the door. I think the gaffer's done with it, and rightly so. So we're going to see these changes, guys. But it's very important that we're a team. We're a team. Yeah. We have to be a team. Big up British Patriot. Facts, Johnny Media are a joke. They are a joke. Bringing up all this shit about Broha and Callum Hudson-Odoi today before our friendly. It's disgraceful, mate. Big up Replica. Thanks for your Super Mills donation. Sign a left centre back, DM and Neymar, and you're cooking with grease. I agree. This is what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. 3 players, left centre back, Guardiola, a DM, Declan Rice, or you go for a De Jong. All right, he's not really a DM, but he's a bit underrated defensively, and I think he had something different to what we got in the midfield. All right, and a Neymar up front, clear as day. Can you imagine Neymar, Sterling, Havertz, Minerals Mount in the midfield 3 with a Jorginho and fucking Declan Rice? You know, whatever, Kante. You've got so many options. I just don't think Rice is going to happen because you got Jorginho and Kante there, and I don't think Jorginho is going to leave. And this is my concern. It restricts us throughout the whole season of playing this wing back system. So unless we go and sign some fucking wing backs, we better to do it sharply, because if we don't do it sharply, we're in shit for the whole season in this system. That's the way I look at it, people. That's the way I look at it. Johnny, not heard you have your say for a while on what you make of all those who say Mount hasn't got the minerals and is overrated. Listen, anyone who doesn't rate minerals, man, okay, ain't a proper Chelsea fan. All right, you ain't a proper Chelsea fan if you fucking doubt or criticize Minerals Mount and you hate on him. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing is Minerals Mount. You have to watch this player. You have to watch him off the ball. You have to watch him on the ball. You have to watch his what he does for the team, his work rate, his intensity, his hunger, his drive, his mentality, his technical ability, his fucking deliverance. The G&A prove it. He's been player of the season for the back-to-back for the last 2 seasons. He's been our best player by miles at Chelsea Football Club. He's everything. He's Chelsea through and through. There is nothing not to like about this player. Nothing whatsoever. All right. This kid is generational baller. All right. There is no player in world football like Minerals Man. There is no one. All right. All the top clubs in the world want Minerals Man. They want to sign him. He ain't going nowhere. He's staying at Chelsea Football Club. He wants to be the captain of Chelsea Football Club. He wants to win the lot of Chelsea Football Club. And he wants to be a legend at Chelsea Football Club. And a proper Chelsea legend at that. All right. And he's going to do that. And he will succeed because his mentality and drive is fucking elite. He is the Minerals of this football club. He's the face of this football club. He's the most important player at this football club. When Mason Mount doesn't play, we don't play. We don't tick. We don't create. We don't have that. The Minerals, bruv. We don't have the Minerals. When he doesn't play, we don't have the Minerals. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. The other players, granted, we're a team. They offer everything as well, you know. But Minerals Mount for me is special player, people. Special player, right? He's not being compared to Johan Cruyff for no reason, all right? He's not being compared to Paul Scholes for no reason. He's not being compared to Frank Lampard for no reason, all right? This player is a mould of all these players. He's got attributes of all these players in one player. He's a hybrid of these players. Do you understand? This player is just generational, mate. And he brings it on the big stage as well. He's done it Champions League. He's done it. Look at the Bernabeu, last game at the Bernabeu. That fucking goal he scored. The way he lifted the whole team. He's a Minerals general. Everything about Minerals, man. That is him. You know what you get with Mount. You know what you get. And all the other opposition teams, they cannot stand playing against him. Do you know why? Because he's looking like that continuously. He's always in the pockets. Always in pockets. He's always around the box in the pockets. You can't track Minerals, man. And do you know why he got fouled so many times in this game tonight? And I was fucking worried. I was nervous because I don't want him to get injured, yeah? He got fouled so many times. Do you know why? Because he's too quick. He's so quick positionally, and when he's got the ball, that they have to foul him. All right? And what player did that we had that left? Eden Hazard. Most fouled player. Minerals Mount was getting fouled all over the shot. That is what I'm talking about. If you don't know about Minerals Mount, go and study him. Go and watch him. Go and watch him through the youth and watch him now. And look how he's developed. Look at the fucking skill set that this kid's got. He's an unbelievable talent. Generational talent. Fuck it, it's not even talent anymore. He's just established. He's 23 years old and he's playing like he's fucking 27. Wait till he's 25, 26. It's going to be scary, people. It's going to be scary. So hopefully that answers your question, Harry, my guy. Big up to you and big up to every single one of you in here. Please like and subscribe, people. Let me know what likes I'm on, guys. Let me know what subs I'm on. I rely on you guys in the chat. The Chelsea fans that don't rate Mount are the ones that have an agenda against Minerals FC factor day. Yeah, and true. The ones that come at Mason Mount, all right, even though they know he's a baller, they won't praise him because of me, because of the way I defend him, the way I protect my baller, and the way I rate my baller. Because for me, he's our best player. For me, he's the best player to come out of the academy. For me, he's the best player since Eden Hazard at Chelsea Football Club. He's by far the Minerals of this club. And he's just getting started, people. He's just getting started. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, people. Let me run through this. Yeah, very good point. Ask Modric and Kroos about Minerals Mount. Exactly. He run him ragged. Both legs. Couldn't hack it. So let's run into it anyway, guys. Minerals Mount, you know what I think about Minerals Mount. Anyone who doesn't rate Minerals Mount or hates on him, get the fuck out off my channel and off my platform. I don't want you anywhere near here. You know, that's the way I look at it. I only want positive people with Mason Mount here. All right, this is the Minerals Mount space right here. Yeah. No one talks bad about Minerals Mount, especially when it comes to Johnny. Mount is the captain, leader, legend, elite Minerals. Let's have it right. So, people, you know the deal, Chelsea old boys. You know the deal. Elite Minerals. I took a lot of positives from tonight, and I think it was the perfect game we needed, guys, to go into the Everton game. It really was. But this is a very important week right now, coming up before Everton. I want to see some transfers, people. I want to see some serious transfers. We need to make moves in the market, guys. We have to make moves. Let me just have a swig of this, people. Bear with me. Have you noticed his physical development? Yes, I have. He's bulked up immensely. He's got a neck like that. He's built like brick shithouse. He's got thighs like Roberto Carlos. Yeah, let's have it right. Listen, if you want to talk about body development, I'll show you about body development. I'm sure I had it here somewhere. If you want to talk about physical condition, Minerals man has developed his everything. He's just a machine, man. He's a fucking Minerals general. Yeah, let's have it right. He's the Minerals general, guys. He's the Minerals general. For a guy that's bulked up, he's still very nippy on the pitch. He's all over the gaff. He does remind me of Carlos. Absolutely. Let's have it right. He's got the minerals. He's got thighs like Roberto Carlos, people. Yeah. He's got the minerals. He's got the minerals. Minerals Mount ain't my worry. All right. My worry is when you get a Kante and Kovacic injury. That's my worry. That's my big worry. My worry is when you get a James injured or a Chilwell injured. Because in this system, we are going to struggle in that sense if we don't have quality or versatile players as a backup. That's my concern for the season. I'm not disputing we're a top side. I'm not disputing that we'll have a go at all the Champions Leagues, the FA Cups, Carabao Cups. No problem. No question about that. All right. But if we want to close the gap, we need to rely on the transfer window right now, and we need to offload the shit and get rid of them. The players that don't want to be here. Now, it's clear tonight, Tuchel picked the players that he 100% trusts and he counts on. He kept Aspilicueta because he knows he can count and trust him, and he's a captain. Every other player, bar Alonso, he can trust these players. And that's why they played tonight and they're not playing tomorrow. Chile's just warming into it, but no doubt Chile's he's a first teamer. No doubt about it, people. No doubt about it. Get some questions in the chat, people, as well, and I'll answer some questions. I do want to run into a lot of the bullshit that has been out today from the brown envelopes. This is key, Bartek. This is key. This is key. Cement boot fraud is not there anymore. It's a big difference. I'm so happy, people. This is a big thing for me. It's massive. To have this guy out of the club is huge. This allows us to progress, guys, to move forward with Tuchel ball, to play the way the gaffer wants to play, to back the gaffer. Yeah? Very important, people. Very, very important. Where is it? Up the Chelsea from Alabama. Great win today. Would you support a move to get Weston McKennie for $30 million? Maybe I haven't really seen him, James, to be honest. So I can't maybe trade Jorginho. Fucking hell. I don't think Georgie's going, fella. I don't think Georgie's going. Yeah, maybe. I don't know about Dumfries. Looks like that one, but the brown envelopes are bringing up Dumfries. I don't know whether I buy it or not. Chelsea old boys. Gvardiol for me is a must. I think he's a great player. Huge potential. You're buying for the future there, but he looks ready. So Vardy, pay the money. I think he's a less risk than Fofana. Way less risk than Fofana. And I know Fofana's played Premier League football, but Fofana's wage, not wages, his price tag is like, what, 80 odd million they want? 75 million for someone who broke his leg. I'm a bit concerned with that. I'm not disputing he's a good player, but I don't know. But I do want Gvardiol. He's the player I want. You're right from day one, Johnny, and got so much hate for it on that cement-booted waste. Yeah, I did. People hated on me about Lukaku. Every single one of them hated on me. They thought I had just a pure agenda on him. And before the interview, I said I didn't give this guy any leeway. And he's not the right profile. He ain't doing what Tuchel wants, what he wants him to do. He can't play the high ball recovery, he can't play possession football. I knew what we were going to expect. I knew we had to tweak our system, and the gaffer didn't want to do that. And he exposed him, and then obviously he made the documentary, and that was it. I washed my hands of him. I never backed him ever again. Fuck that. Why am I going to back him for? Never. And I'm glad he's gone. It's about time he's gone. And now you're going to see the fruits of him gone in our side and the way we play, guys. We're going to see how we were in the Champions League with new additions at another level. That's what we're going to see. I'll stand by it, and you can clip me on that. But we need the players, guys. And Tuchel did try everything with him, and he played him relentlessly. And the cement boot fraud couldn't handle it. But let's get into it, guys. Let's get into today's nonsense and bangers and mash, yeah, where this monkey fella, all right, has come out on Sevilla's page, Twitter, and they've done a whole fucking story and essay, a nice thread for everyone, haven't they? Yeah. When does a sporting director, manager, whoever the fuck he is, yeah, come out and explain the transfer saga? Who's coming out to explain the transfer saga? Why are you coming out, fella? You sold a player. No one gives a toss. Fuck off. We don't need to know anything. Koundé's got a broke owner. That's it. End of discussion, right? That should be it. It's not right. It's not right. Stinks, reeks of monkey, knowing that he paid all the sources and all the brown envelopes. He paid them to create Chelsea and put Chelsea in this transfer saga. Make up the false bid, make up the false interest, fucking use kingpin brown envelopes like Fabrizio Romano, you use Ben Jacobs, you use Nizar Kinsella, you use Matt Laws, you use fucking all of the brown envelopes, and then he used the Barcelona lot as well, and they had a tug of war, and obviously we know how it panned out. I muddied them on my stream early yesterday. 55 million euros plus 5 million add-ons was the final accepted bid from Barcelona. For Sevilla's Koundé, yeah. Chelsea bid, from what they said, 55 million sterling plus 10 million sterling add-ons. That's 60 million sterling. 60 million sterling, which works out around 72 million euros. If you convert what Barcelona offered, is about 60 million euros. So they're 10 million short, knowing that Sevilla have to give 20% to Bordeaux. So we know it's all bangers and mash waffle. We know that our medical wasn't booked. We know that the paperwork weren't sent. Yet this guy's come out today, and you got Ben Jacobs quote tweeting saying, "Thank you for clarifying where it all went wrong." No, you all fucking knew where it went wrong. Every single one of them knew where it went wrong. Every single one of them. They knew they're in the mud, and they got monkey out. They had to tell the lies to back the brown envelopes to keep their reputation at a level, because they're so fucking muddied. And that's the truth, guys. I'm saying it how it is. That is the truth of the situation, guys. All right? No one comes out with a thread like that. I'm sorry. No one. Very suspicious. Matt Law hasn't tweeted fuck all for days, countless days on end. So there's a reason now. Fabrizio doesn't tweet anything about Chelsea. All he's tweeting about is Koundé, giving us small details, yeah? The guy can't even get registered, mate. He can't even get registered. Let's have it right. Absolute bangers and mash waffle. So are we going to believe these guys when Romain Molina come out and said that it was all a fucking, basically a stunt by George Mendes trying to up the Barca level. In other words, they're trying to make Barca increase their bid because Barca knew there was no other club involved. Yeah. And Sevilla made it look genuine and real by using the Chelsea journalists to prop that Chelsea put in a bid and report it. And they got the corruption in there and somehow got in there. And that's where the brown envelopes were landed. And that's why Barcelona believed that Chelsea Football Club were there. So Barcelona got done for paying over the odds when in reality they can't pay that money. They haven't got the money. And Chelsea was never there. And monkeys came out to back up all the brown envelopes. And to show Barcelona that there was always Chelsea involved, because no one believed Chelsea was involved after that. I stand by it, mate. It's the biggest corruption, biggest bullshit ever. Corrupt as fuck. And you know it, people. You know it. Everyone that follows me, you know what I'm saying is the truth. You know I'm not lying. What do I gain from lying, people, or coming at something like this? I'm trying to report the truth here because that's the truth. And you people that follow me, you expect that from me because I've always been like that. I've been consistent from day one. That's how I am. Yeah. Monkey is the biggest corrupt fraud, all right? And let's remind people that Matt Law told us, yeah, that Koundé was Marina's target, that Tuchel doesn't favour him. We were fed that narrative, which was the truth, may I add. They should have stuck to the truth, but they got stung. They got handed the brown envelopes, all right? It goes two ways, people, all right, in this game, because you have got the agents, George Mendes and the agent at Koundé. They're the middlemen, and they work with Monkey and Sevilla to get the deal. And they push Barcelona because they want Koundé to go Barcelona. And there's all these dots that you need to connect. The way I look at it is Monkey, Sevilla have paid the sources, all right, that source Matt Laws, that source Ben Jacobs, and all these people. Potentially, all right? Potentially. But I would say this. I don't buy it fully that it's just that. I do believe that the brown envelopes, the main journos, they have been paid to say this. They've been paid to say this, especially Fabrizio Romano. 100% I'm landing it facts. He's been paid to say this. This guy recycled the same tweets, biding time, knowing that the second level is going to come in, people. Yeah. So it is what it is. I mean, do I have to explain it anymore? You guys have been watching me for since I've started my show a month ago. Yeah, it's been a month now, people. I've had my channel. I am telling the truth, guys. I'm not lying to you. I seriously am not lying to you. Like I've tweeted them and I've added them. These people, they don't want to say nothing. Yeah, they don't want to say anything. They don't want to come out. I can read you some of my tweets. I'll read you what I say because I'm a real geezer and I say it how it is. Yeah, and I'm going to back it now. I'm going to back it. All right. So let me just read you like a bit of today what I landed. Right. So I put Monkey lies to protect the agents and the brown envelopes that lied for him to get them the deal from Barca. So he's lied today coming out of Sevilla simply to protect the agents and the brown envelopes, the journalists, because they've been muddied right now. They're in real shit, guys. No one trusts them at Chelsea right now. No one believes what they're saying. Even Ronaldo's come out today and said it's all bullshit, it's all lies, I ain't fucking going anywhere. Can you understand? You know? There's a lot of corruptness and a lot of storytelling been going on that is there to help agents and players and families and clubs and their so-called sporting directors, and it's all fucking a cesspool, mate. It's all linked. Now I look at the ball of brown envelopes trying to salvage reputation using Monkey. Let's have it right. He's used George Mendes to construct and raise Barca's bid level using Chelsea in the process. Tuchel never wanted him, never bid, and you're all full of shit, forcing negativity within the fan base, and that's the fact of the matter. That is the fact. Nizar Kinsella came out today. Let me get Nizar Kinsella. I put a tweet out on him today, man. This guy, man. This guy's fucking, he's useless, Nizar Kinsella. He's a shocking journo, mate. He really is. Let me get it up. So this is what Ben Jacobs says. He goes, on Thursday night, Koundé was sold to Chelsea. You know, yeah. Fair play to Sevilla for explaining the twists of this saga. Hopefully, it helps explain how the whole saga was reported too. Listen to the cockiness this guy reported too. Is he having a laugh? I said they were paid to use Chelsea. They were paid to use Chelsea and feed this false narrative of all the bids when the gaffer never wanted him. Now they've all been muddied because their story doesn't add up. Chelsea's so-called bid is accepted. Do you know what I mean? And they pulled out, and apparently Chelsea pulled out of the bid. It's all nonsense, guys. Yeah, I broke it down. We bid, according to them, yeah, we bid 671.6 million euros. Yeah, that's what we bid for Koundé. All right, and apparently was accepted. And Barcelona bid 50.2 million euros, and they're including the add-ons. Right? So you're going to tell me that Sevilla gonna accept a less bid? Nonsense. Bangers and mash waffle, mate. All right? And he got mudded. Do you know what I mean? This is just all a helping aid for the brown envelopes, what Monkey did today. It was a great tactic. It's a big platform. People buy into it and they go, oh, now it all makes sense. Yeah? Let's have it right. You don't get this bangers and mashers on here. I say it how it truly is and how I truly see it. And you can say, yeah, it is my opinion. I'm giving you my opinion. But I know most of the people in this chat know what I'm saying is true and they believe it. Deep down, you fucking know it's the minerals, what I'm saying to you. There's over 272 people in here. Every single one of you, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm landing hard facts here. I ain't mucking around. Yeah. It was damage control, settlers, for the brown envelopes. 100%. Exactly that is what it was. It was damage control because right now their reputations are in the fucking mud. Yeah. Let's have it right. It's in the mud. Let's see what Nizar Kinsella says. Sevilla's sporting director Monkey has said they agreed a deal to sell Koundé to Chelsea, hence the reporting. Listen to them. Yeah. He then says CFC hesitated and Barcelona produced a better offer. Really? Nah. Frauds, man. Every single one of them is fraud. And Monkey's a liar. Fucking 100% a liar, mate. 100% a liar, geezer. Yeah? You're right, Seppers. It was damage control. Damage control, mate. Yeah, he's a tosser. He's an absolute tosser. Do you see how they're how they're quote tweeting? Because they know everyone's muddied them. They know that they're so royally fucked. Every single one of them. They're all fucked. All the journalists are fucked. They've got no comeback on this. That they've had to get on their knees for Monkey to come out. And what did we see today? We saw Ben Jacobs tweet out that he's had a lovely fucking sit down, dinner and dance with Laporta. Isn't that interesting? So Laporta can feed all the bullshit about what's going on at their football club to clear it up for everyone, really. Is that what it is? Listen, we're not here for the theatrics and the pantomime and all the false smokescreen bullshit. Thank you very much. We know you're corrupt as fuck. And we know that you're doing dodgy moves. And we know that the fact that you're sitting with Ben Jacobs tells us everything when Ben Jacobs told us that this was a fucking done deal. Yeah? So let's have it right. Something not right here. It's not right. Imagine Lewandowski not getting paid and them asking for a wage cut. Yeah, exactly. Bunch of brown envelopes, every single one of them. Every single one of them. Fabrizio tried to sell Bros to West Ham, that brown envelope. Yeah, but he's still pushing it. Bartek. He's still pushing it, people. This guy's agenda is a joke, mate. It's an absolute joke. So, listen, my advice to all you guys, mate, yeah? Don't follow these people. Don't buy into their bullshit. Nothing they say is true, mate. It's all fake, all right? Until something's happened, all right, they're going to have to get a deal 100% spot on because they've been so royally muddied, all right? Especially by Chelsea and all the journalists. They have to get it right, all right? If they don't get it right the next one, they're done. I mean, they're done in my opinion anyway. Romain Molina, all right. I want to elaborate on this because you know I don't trust brown envelopes. And arguably you could say, oh, he's a brown envelope, yeah, because he's a journo. But the difference between this guy is This guy went on a Twitter space, and he literally came at every club in world football. He came at every owner. He exposed corrupt shit that was going on behind the scenes, not only with the owners and the way the clubs were run, and about taxes and about financials. He was also mudding the players and the antics that he used to get up to, the disgusting, filthy shit that they used to do. He came out with all of that stuff. All right, that was his like. Everyone was like, "What the hell? Who's this Romain Molina? Where's this guy come from? What the fuck?" And he already had like 250,000 followers on Twitter. He's already a reporter. He's like one of those investigator reporters, in my opinion, because he does like he's self-employed. He works freelance and he does stuff and he sells stories, so to speak. But he had to be very careful. He had a lot of death threats from everyone in the world of football. And he reported that, he tweeted that. I've actually DM'd him and he's got back to me, and he's a very nice geezer. And he's actually said, thank you for your support, because I respect him for him telling the truth, guys. That's what we expect from journalists, to tell the truth. You're not going to lie about stuff like that. You just wouldn't do it. There's no reason to lie about it. So at the end of the day, him coming out yesterday was like, he's landed the minerals for me. Personally, he landed the minerals for me, because I was telling you guys this, yeah? And he's gone out there and he said basically that this was all orchestrated by Sevilla, the agent at Koundé, and George Mendes. And it was orchestrated with the press. And that meaning, orchestrated with the press, you know what that means. Brown envelopes. The brown envelopes. So that's where I'm going to say it, yeah? That's the way it is, guys. That is the way it is. He's a real journalist doing real. He is. He really is. I mean, I'd love to get him on my show. Yeah, he's one I'd get on if he could. I think he speaks English. He's French though. But if I could have anyone on my show, brown envelope, right? I don't class him as a brown envelope. I think he's an actual real reporter. I think he does his job properly and he risks his life for his job. That's what reporting is, because you're telling the truth. If your life is at risk, that means you're telling the truth, people, doesn't it? It means you're telling the truth. Because if you're not part of the circle of all these Matlaws and all these people that filter through what they want to put out, then you're a danger to them. And Romain Molina is definitely one of those journalists. Love this. Molina minerals envelope. Let's have it right. We can have minerals envelopes, Oh, I love that. That's quality. Ice cold beverage. He was spitting facts. That's why Barca fans were triggered in his replies. 100%. 100%. I triggered them with it as well. I used it and I triggered them. I put my video from yesterday that I clipped of me running through this, and I slightly edited it. I don't know if you've seen it on my Twitter, and I put it on Nizar Kinsella. I said, these are real facts. Maybe you should pay attention. Yeah, let's talk about facts. Yeah. What's this? Yeah, envelopes mark. Johnny, let's not forget that fraud. Listen, ES Grimes was in the ITK, someone trying to get in there. I called her out about the Real Madrid Mbappe thing, because she was coming out with all this Dembele. And I said, she came out, someone I know who's he's a nice guy, this guy, and he's trying to make his game as a journalist and to be a genuine journalist. And a lot of the journalists are coming at this fella, and she was one of them. And I sort of like backed him a little bit, because I've spoken to him on a level. And a lot of our Chelsea reporters are fucking bullies, mate. Yeah, let's have it right. They bully. They try and accuse you of stuff. And it's a very cutthroat industry, and they're all snakes. You can't trust any of them. And I called her up indirectly, sort of, and I think she might have known I was maybe associated to this one or whatever, and she blocked me anyway. But I did say you're obviously in the brown envelope circle. I told her, clear as day. Funny how Fabrizio gives all the details on Chelsea's personal terms to Chelsea for Koundé, but hasn't said no personal terms of Koundé to Barca. Still waiting. I know way less than Chelsea. 100%. All he's given us is 55 million euros, isn't he? That's all he's given us. But I'm sure they'll fake it, guys. I'm sure they'll fake it to make it look like it was more than Chelsea. They have to now. But it's too late for that. It's too late for that because the reports I got clipped of Fabrizio telling us that Chelsea was 55 million sterling plus 10 million add-ons. I've got it. You can't go back on it. I will, you know. I'm going to do it. Big up to you. Wheezy, if you're in here, my guy Ben, Wheezy, make me an edit of Melina and me cementing those brown envelopes. I would love that. Johnny, all these in the nose getting worse. Every transfer window on Twitter, spouting out bullshit. Everyone knows someone, they say. Everyone knows someone in the game. They might know someone that's on the board. They might know someone who's very close to the first team. They might know a family member. And it's all Chinese whispers. And some of these people want to take it upon themselves to try and make it in the game. And if they get it right, people will respect you and you get respect, right? You earn that rep and that trust. But that trust is very hard to gain and very easy to lose. Just like confidence as a footballer is very hard to gain, but very easy to lose. And this is me in a nutshell. All right. You guys are in here because I think you actually think I'm reputable, so to speak. Right. I say things what I believe. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I wear my stony on my sleeve. I wear my minerals on my heart and my sleeve. Yeah. And I want to say it as it is. And I think you appreciate that. And that's why you watch me and my content, you know, and that's what matters for me. And obviously, for me personally, I love to vent out about the football club. And anyone who's talking shit about our football club, I'm going to call them out on it because that's our duty as a fan. We have to step up and we have to land the minerals. And we have to defend our football club from all these fucking corrupt pricks out there, all these brown envelopes that are force feeding this false agenda on our football club, making us look like this weak club with no pull and no minerals and no aspirations. And we're some small club when we're a fucking elite club. Come on, let's have it right. Let's have it right. The brown envelopes are saying we agreed the deal last year. Surprise, surprise, broke loan a jump around during their lever raising opinion. Exactly. What a load of waffle. It is a load of waffle. Big up CFC Kel. How can Barcelona pay any new player better wages than us? They can't even pay the ones they already got. They're thieving corrupt frauds. It's true. We offered, you know, I don't dispute if we did offer the wages, all right, and we were in for Koundé, we would have signed him, guys, because there's no way that Sevilla would have turned down our bid, number one, because they got to pay 20% to Bordeaux, all right. Barcelona still owe money to Bordeaux as well, so it's all linked, yeah. Sevilla are basically owned by Barcelona, you know, they're in their pocket, not legally, but in that circle, that corrupt circle in La Liga, they're definitely Barcelona, Real Madrid are the kingpins. Yeah, let's have it right. And then obviously you've got, if we put down that money, Sevilla are going to accept it, and we would have given better personal terms either way. Even if they matched the bid, we would have given better personal terms. Let's have it right. Koundé would have come to Chelsea, but we didn't want him, guys. We didn't bid for him, and that's true. That's true. We have to call the bullshit from those Matt Laws and Simon Johnson. Yeah, they are, but I do it for you. I do it for us guys. I'm always doing it. I'm always calling them out. Always. I'm never holding back people. Never. Science says the human body is 70% water, but I say Johnny's what? Johnny's chiseled self. Oh, chiseled self is composed of 100% minerals. Oh, big up to you, my guy. You're the best at it, Johnny, by far. Let's have it right. Big up to you. All you in here, everyone watching, you can appreciate it, mate. You can appreciate it. I might not be as my hyper mental self tonight, but I'm just trying to be constructive here. I'm trying to land it properly. Yeah. I'm trying to just land the minerals as I always do. Yeah. He is a rat. 100% he's a rat, this guy. 100% he's a rat. He's not right. And funny enough, he tweeted a lot of sources are gonna what did he say? I can't remember how he quoted it. I can't remember what he said. It was about sources. So obviously he's trying to pinpoint it on sources where all this went wrong. Matt Law knew what was coming, people. For him to tweet that, if anyone can remember what he said, I have got it. I've got it. It was quoted. It was quoted. It was quoted. What did he say? Fuck's sake. What was it? I can't remember, guys. I can't remember. But he basically called out on the salt. He mentioned something about the sources, all right? And everyone's sources fed them what they're trying to say bullshit, when in reality, no one knows who their sources are, because we're never going to hear who their sources are, which gets them out of the shit. But in reality, they were paid. They're all paid. All these brand envelopes, all these journalists were paid, mate. Oh, you got to love that, innit? Let's have it right. Everyone knows. Everyone knows Matt Law's my little. He's in my pocket, mate. He's in my pocket, this guy. Yeah. He ain't got nothing on the Minerals FC. Nothing at all, mate. Yeah. We know that, people. We know that. And let's bring up Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah. So he says, impossible not to talk about me one day, otherwise the press makes no money. You know that if you don't lie, you can't get people's attention. Keep going, that one day you got some news, right? Come on. Land the minerals, Cristiano Ronaldo, on the brown envelopes, all the fucking frauds out there. Land the minerals on every single fraud out there. They're all full of this shit. Every single one of them. They're all full of it. 100% we're all full of this shit. The only way to stop brown envelopes is to make society cashless. 100% people. Right, what likes am I on, people? I hope it's not piss poor, guys. I hope it's not piss poor. What likes am I on, people? I should be on at least 300 likes, man. Get me to the 300 likes, people. Yeah? Get me to the 300 likes. Kante was sharp. He was very sharp today. Kante looked good. He looked solid. I was very impressed with Kante. Hopefully, guys, we get a fit Kante for the whole season. Hopefully, get him for the whole season. We need a fit Kante, people. You know, he's so important, mate. He's like two players on the pitch for us in the middle of the park. He's a special player. We know that. We know he's world class. He's got the minerals and all that. But we were over reliant. We were over reliant on him throughout the whole of the season last year, and we had to keep brushing him back, and he wasn't recovering from his injury. And granted, we had all the issues last year, but I think it was quite good. He didn't go America. I think he's had a rest. He feels re-energized. It looks like he's got a spring in his step. He looked fucking levels, didn't he? Him, I'll go through the players that I thought were really on it. So I thought Mason Mount, obviously, Minerals Mount, Kante. I thought Jorginho looked like sharp. Sterling. I think Kai's pretty much there, almost there. Silva looks effortless. Koulibaly, and I think everyone else was a bit off it. Cal looks all right. Billy Gilmore looked good. You know, but if you're talking like top form at the like top levels, like really lively, looks ready to play a Premier League game. Mason Mount, Kante for sure, Georgie, Sterling at the minute, and Silva. And I think everyone else has to, you know, those lot will pull them through. His eyes walked off a cliff, slipped and fell off the cliff this window. Tier 1. Yeah, he is shocking, mate. He is shocking. He is shocking. I love their link up as well. The link up was beautiful. You can see it's going to be a very special chemistry going on now. And I think Sterling with Kai is going to be quality. The thing is, Sterling's just like, he's got such great ball IQ. He's used to Pep Guardiola's system. He knows naturally it's like effortless for him to get into all these positions. If you noticed, he just naturally drifts and gets into positions in between the lines. He breaks the lines. He's got a lovely he's got ball distribution. And do you know what I love about him? He don't fucking give the ball away, people. He keeps the ball. That's the most important thing. Hold the fucking ball. And how many times in our front line we give the ball away? Too much. Too much. Listen, I tweeted it today. Not one of Barcelona's defenders gets over Silva, Koulibaly and Reece James, even Trev for that matter. Not one of them. Our defence is all clear of all of them. All of them. So have it right. What do you make of James tonight? Still, yeah, he's a bit off it, mate. He's a bit off it, Mark. I did say that earlier on in my show. He's a little bit off it. But I'm not worried about Reece. Like, he'll up it. It's just match sharpness, I think. I don't know why he's off it. Mason Mount don't look off it. Mason Mount looks fucking well up for it. You know what? I've watched my mic. Sorry, people. I've watched a clip of is it Kobe Bryant? Yeah, and he says I get up at 4 a.m. I go and train. I'm back. I go and have my breakfast. I rest a bit, and then come 8 a.m. I'm back at it again. And I go. Comes 12 o'clock. I'm back at training again, and I do it again at 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and then I'm back at it again. And he does it like that. He says, I trained like that for years. All right. So when I'm playing professionally, I'm way ahead of the game because I've trained so hard. He says, even if you trained extra hard, all right, you ain't gonna catch up because he's been doing it for years. You'll never catch up to that level. And I feel like Minnals Mount, he's like that, trainer-wise. John Terry was that trainer. Lampard was that trainer. And you could see the levels and the consistency. They would always be like effortless in what they do. And I see that with Minnals Mount. And I saw that clip of Kobe Bryant, and you've got to take that as inspiration. That is pure inspiration. And it's true. So in other words, it's the preparation and the intensity of the preparation that can get you to be the best that you can be at the elite level. And that's what Mason Mount, in my opinion, must be doing, because to come in like that, you know, he's had not really much of a run up in the pre-season, and he's played a lot of games for Chelsea over the last fucking 3 seasons. He's played a ridiculous amount of games. I should actually research exactly how many games, but I do know in the second season he played, I swear he played about 69 odd games. Fucking ridiculous. You know, majority of them full 90 minutes. And last season he played a lot of games. So he looks really sharp tonight. Sterling looks like Sterling. Kai does look sharp positionally. He just needs to get the clinical, like that not the clinicalness, that instinct sharpness. Just he was just a little bit off it, a little bit. Ballers, man. Ballers. Chelsea fans really ought to stop listening to these so-called journos. They're all full of shit, turning fans against Tuchel and the club. Stop giving them relevance. Exactly. I ranted about that last 2 shows, guys. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. But I've ranted about that. The campaign against Chelsea is disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Money Mace is on it this season. He's always on it. He wants to win. Fortnite merchant, yeah. Mount bleeds blue. Hungar is unmatched compared to everyone else in the team. I agree. And also Reece James, he bleeds blue as well. But Minnals Mount's special, mate. He's just special to me. What did I think, Kennedy? Kennedy looked good. Like bundles of energy. pressing, pressure, all that. But like I say, he was in the front three, you know. Or was he wing back or front three? I couldn't work out whether Cho was the wing back and then Kennedy came on. I don't know. But he looked good. He looked good. Is he really Chelsea level though? Squad player, I don't know. Tuchel must see something in him. Maybe he's kept him so far. We don't know what's going to happen. If he's going to go on another loan, we don't know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I was right when Cho was wing back and Kennedy was winger, and you could tell that Kennedy was more comfortable in that position because he was on the first press and he really gave it the aggression. But you know, he's not really going to be one of those you rely on in the front line. Let's have it right. I think that's if you're absolutely desperate. Kennedy's been with us for time. I had high hopes for Kennedy back in the day, way back in the day. I had high hopes for him, but it is what it is, mate. It is what it is. Yeah, he is a world-class centre-back. And Koulibaly for absolute peanuts. What a bargain. That is a great signing. Guys, I was so impressed with Koulibaly tonight. Effortless, very composed. You know when you play the big teams, guys, when you play the Man Cities, the Liverpools, the Champions League games, to have a player like Koulibaly makes you feel fucking so much more relaxed, guys. Yeah, you know this guy's going to step up. You know this guy's going to protect the defense and help the defense and the team. You know this guy's got the minerals to keep up. No one's going to fucking outdo him. No one's going to bully this guy. No striker's going to outdo him. You know what I mean? He's real deal. He's real deal, and he's 2-footed. He's got a pass on him. He's very composed. He's more composed than Rudiger, like I said earlier. He's got a better touch than Rudiger. I think he's better progressor than Rudiger. And I'm sure he's got the shithousery. Maybe not as loud as Rudy, but he's got it. I'm sure he's got it. He's more shithousery in a tactical way, like in footballing terms, not in like getting your face all Larry, giving it big un. He's mentally strong, mate. Mentally strong. I think he's gonna be a big personality in the dressing room. So I'm buzzing for that. I'm absolutely buzzing for that. But guys, let's run through the ratings of the players. So let's start with Mendy. Where would you rate Mendy? What sort of rating would you give Mendy out of 10? I'm gonna give him a 5. I'll give Mendy a 5, me personally. That's what I'm gonna give Mendy. Yeah, I think 5 or 6. 5 or 6. All right, you sort of agree there. All right, let's go to Koulibaly. I'm going to give Koulibaly an 8. I'll give Koulibaly an 8. I think he was quality. Oh, it was quality. Yeah, and I agree. Mendy should have saved. He should have saved. So I'll give Koulibaly an 8. I'm going to give Thiago Silva an 8. I'm going to give Azpilicueta a 6. I'm going to give Alonso a 6. I'm going to give Jorginho an 8.5. I'm going to give Kante an 8.5. Who else we got? We got Kai Havertz. I'm going to give a 7. I'm going to give Minerals Mount a 9. I'm going to give Sterling an 8.5. They're the ratings, people, for that team. For that team. Let me know what you think in the comments. But I think that's a fair assessment because I'm also putting into consideration the way they played as a unit, as a team. How they played as a team was very important, and the way they delivered as a team. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it. They would be my ratings, people. They would be my ratings. So I'm gonna land me some questions, guys. Land me some questions. If there's anyone in here that hasn't liked the video, please like the video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I think I've hit 2.1k. That is a fucking milestone for me. That's a great achievement, and that's thanks to you guys. Please subscribe. Help me get close to the 3k, guys. Help me get close to the 3k. Big up Cy, big up Johnny tonight, dropping the fucking minerals and putting all those paid off journos in the fucking dirt up the Chels. Big up to you, geezer. Big up to you. Obviously, if you've missed that, then you can go back where I've muddied them. Every single one of them. Stretters, what's that? 270 to like need 300. Come on, 30 likes to 300. 30 likes to 300. Get me to 300 likes, people. And also, anyone new in here, subscribe, guys. Just subscribe. It's very simple to help me grow and get to the 3K. This is my 4th week of having my show. 4 weeks of having my show, guys. Big up to everyone in here. Love it that you're in here. Minerals FC, would you rather play Armando Maradona Borough up front or the cement booted all day long, Broha? All day long. All day long. Mate, I'd have Chris Sutton over fucking Lukaku. You know what I'm saying? Big up, Mark. So 2.11k. Come on, guys. Get me up to the 3k, people. Get me up to the 3k. Oh, my rating for the gaffer. That's a good one. My rating for the gaffer. What should I give the gaffer? I'll give him a 9 like Minerals Mount. I would have given him a 9.5 if he brought on Billy Gilmore a little bit earlier. But I'll give him a 9, the gaffer. I'll give him a 9. Big up, Stu Buck. Subscribed and like at last proper Chelsea chat. Love that, Stu. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining the Minerals FC community and appreciating what I'm saying. Big up to you. I really do appreciate it, geezer. Thank you very much. I think it's a bit harsh. I mean, like, we know Reece James's levels, yeah. So I just put it down to match sharpness. That's all it is with Reece. That's all it is. Where are we going? Predictions for season: top 4 or not? I personally think we finished 3rd again. Arsenal 5th. Fuck troops. You had to add troops in there. Yeah, we're getting top 4. I would expect 3rd position again. I think, like, if you look at Arsenal and Spurs, they ain't got the squads, guys. You can hardly say we ain't, but I think we got the better manager out of all of them. We've got the elite manager. Conte's a bit of a bottle job, mate. With bottle job players and a bottle job club. He won't win a cup. Like, he might win a cup, but he's not very good in cups, and he's very good at leagues. But let's have it right. Spurs are nowhere near ready to challenge for the league. They got the best striker, in my opinion, in the Premier League. If not top 3 in the world. Yeah. And yet they can't win anything. It's shocking. Put Harry Kane in our football team, and automatically we become title contenders. Automatically. Even with everything the same, you put Harry Kane in our team, we will go and win the fucking league. I would test them. Put down 150 million for fucking Harry Kane. Put it down. Because with Harry Kane can play the way Tuchel wants to play. He can drop in, he can press, slightly press, but he's positional awareness. He's excellent distributor. He's got assisting. He's got goals everywhere. He's just threatening. He can link up. He can move about. He just work. It would work. Harry Kane would be a dream signing. Be an absolute dream signing. Thomas Tuchel. Tomorrow we play another match here against Udinese, another team to have minutes in our legs. Then it's 2 days break, and then we crack on, people. We crack on to land the minerals. Big up my boss. If Werner goes to Juventus, Klaswith can go support Juventus. We don't want a Werner fanboy in our fan base. I do not consider him as a Chelsea fan. Klaswith's all right. He's a young kid. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, he's a Werner stan. Listen, all the ones that love Werner, they're in the fucking mud. Even Fatter, my guy Fatter, he's in the mud with Werner, especially if he goes Juve. Listen, let's have it right. That backs me up with the Juve thing. If we were really in for De Ligt and we offered Werner as part of the De Ligt deal, why the fuck did Juve not take it? We were told that Juve don't want Werner. That's what we were told. De Ligt went to Bayern Munich. We didn't match their bid. Apparently 68 million sterling bid, yeah? But we're prepared to go out, they're saying spend 75 million or 80 million on Fofana. Have a day off, all right? And now all of a sudden Werner's going to Juventus, or Juventus are interested in Werner. Or we've heard now that Werner's going to Leipzig, back to Leipzig on a wage reduction. It's all bangers and mash, mate. It's a lot of dodgy shit going on. I feel like we could finish second. Arsenal and Spurs still muddied. Liverpool are not as good. And City have made... Listen, that's a good point. Let's not forget about Liverpool, yeah? They got no Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane, for me, was their best attacker by miles. He's more important than Salah and Firmino, Mane. Mane, is, in my opinion, was their best player up front. By far. If not their best player. Yeah? And they've lost him now. They got Diaz... and they bought that Nunes guy, innit? Yeah? They might be weakened a little bit, people. They might be weakened a little bit. You know, that's one to keep an eye on. Big up Henry Danger. Lovely to see you in here. Big up Johnny. Good performance and win. Hope it continues. Nizar Kinsella lied again about Batshuayi getting a shirt now. Well, he's not in the squad. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, very true, actually. Good, great point. I did notice. I just didn't say it. But you said it for me. Batshuayi being given a squad number, and that set up a right hoo-ha on Twitter. Don't believe him, mate. They're all full of shit, mate. Arsenal got a Muppet managing them. Conte will have a fallout and leave Spurs United in the mud. And Eric Ten Hag is overrated and EPL will expose him. Let's have it right, Julius. He's landing the minerals, bruv. He's landing the minerals. All day long. All day long. Oh, mate. We will do. The scouting will improve. We're in the mud. Did we even rate Diaz? Well, it remains to be seen how good Diaz is next season. If he's going to be, you know, is he going to be that guy to fill the void of Mane consistently? I don't know. Is Nunes? Well, I've seen this Nunes. His touch is shocking. He's got like a bit of a Lukaku touch, no? A bit of a cement booted touch. He's a bit clumsy. So where are we going with that, people? Where are we going with that? Yeah, overrated media front three. Yeah, I think so. There's some possibilities there, guys. There's some possibilities there, guys. What do we think? Liverpool might drop off, but they got a solid defence. They got strong midfield. Never sleep on Liverpool, but I feel like City have strengthened too much. Far too much. Yeah, he's got a Lukaku touch, in he? I'm sure he has. I'm sure he has. Darwin Noodles, the Tortilla Tarzan. Big up to everyone in here. There's over 200 people in here. Big up to all of you. If you ain't liked, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow. I'm on the road to 3K people in my 4th week. I'm very happy that you guys are supporting the channel. Settlers, would you? No, I wouldn't fucking take him. I wouldn't touch him with a barge pole. I wouldn't touch him with a barge pole. He's overrated. He's overrated as far as I'm concerned. And he's come to Premier League and he bottled it. And that was at United. Bottled it. We're going to go for another signing like Lukaku that went to United that bottled it. And like him, he went to United and bottled it. We've had so many players at United. Veron bottled it at United, come to us, didn't do very well. I'm not on that. I'm not on that. Stay away. And he's on high wages as well. The fan base are like, they're going doolally, like they need this, some striker because they can't rely on Kai Havertz. But little do they understand, we've got Kai Havertz, who's King Kai, fucking generational talent. Yeah, landed at all the clutch moments, won us Champions League, all these great moments, made history at a football club. He's only 22 years old. People forget that he's only 22 years old. Yeah, he's very young. All right, are you going to go and let him go to Bayern Munich or Real Madrid and watch him ball out like we did with Salah and fucking what's his name, Kevin De Bruyne? Because that's what's going to happen. You lot are impatient. Listen, we're in a rebuilding process. We should count our fucking lucky stars that a player like Kai Havertz, the creme de la creme of a player like that we fought tooth and nail to get, yeah, in that transfer window, and we were fortunate to get him in that clear run, all right, that we've got him, and he wants to stay and he wants to be part of the rebuild. He's got an emotional attachment to our football club winning the Champions League final. What Mason Mount says, he watches that final loads of times. He watches the goal all the time. It's a big thing for him. He's got an emotional attachment. He loves the club. He wants to stay at the club. Real Madrid are wanting him, but he doesn't want to leave. He wants to stay at Chelsea. Fucking back him, man. Back him. Stop coming at Kai Havertz. Back him. Support the kid. That's what's important. I get pissed off with it. Pisses me off. He's 22 years old, man. Like, where was Kevin De Bruyne at 22 years old? Where was Salah at 22 years old? Where was fucking all these other players that you go on that are all the great generational talents that they've done it all? Yeah, Kai Havertz has already got a Champions League, Club World Cup, Super Cup. He scored the fucking Club World Cup penalty to win us, that clutch penalty to win it, that high pressure penalty, he won it. Yeah, he scored the winning goal from Macy's assist in the Champions League final to win it. These are big moments in big games, guys. You know what I mean? The guy's a baller. He's got all the minerals, the kid. He's got all the minerals. Fucking hell. I don't understand what people's problem with Kai. There's just been sport with Drogba and Costa, like me as well, obviously. But we don't play like that, guys, now. That's not how the gaffer wants to play. He's got a different direction, a different philosophy. All right? You know? And Kai's not the finished article. If you're looking at buying a striker and you're looking at striker, you'd be looking at someone like Harry Kane. You're not going to get Haaland, who's what was my first choice, yeah, who's hungry. But for me, Harry Kane, he's that profile. He's the only striker out there that I'd go, yeah, that's what I pay big money for. I pay mega money for Harry Kane, yeah. But he would never come to Chelsea. He's got too much loyalty to Spurs. Levy would say, we would offer 120 million. He'd say, I want 130. We'd give him 130 and say, I want 140, and so on and so on and so on until we just say, fuck it. We can't do business with this guy. Yeah. He sold Modric for less money to go to Real Madrid than us. You know, imagine if we signed Modric that year. Wow. What a player. World class baller, mate. I wish we signed Modric. We'd still have him now. Yeah, big up, Philip. Thank you for that. Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. These are late night minerals I'm landing here. Late night minerals. Minerals FC, up the Chelsea. Let's have it right. Yeah, Salah at 20, smashing goals for Basel FC. King Kai at 20, scores in UCL final, Club World Cup, got the Super Cup. He's been in 6 finals. 6 finals has he been? Yeah, he's been in 6 finals. No, he's missed 2 finals, I think. Injury. So let's give him a bit of slack, people, and understand the way that the gaffer plays. That's very important. What's your take on a Brazilian boy who bidded 40 million? Well, I haven't watched him yet. One of you guys in the chat, let me know. I can't remember his name now. What is his name? Begins with E, doesn't it? His name. I'll check him out. Johnny, would you have taken Lewandowski? I think I would have, but yeah, I probably would have. But he wanted to go Barca, so I didn't bother. But yeah, I think Harry Kane offers you a bit more for me than Lewandowski. I think Harry Kane brings you that link up more. Lewandowski's a little bit not as mobile, whereas I think Kane's bit more versatile, and he's younger. And plus, Lewandowski was a bit of a pussy not wanting to come to the Premier League, thinking he's not going to score as many goals, but he just wants to stat pad in La Liga and compete with Benzema. Oh, that's it, Endrick. Yeah, Endrick. I'll check him out, people. And maybe you can ask me next show about him. I'll check him out. I'll tell you straight away if he's got any minerals. I'll tell you straight away. I remember watching Neymar when he was like 15 or something. I just knew he was just a talent. I was so desperate for us to sign him that summer. Abramovich booked him the plane. Everything was set up. It was all done and dusted, and he didn't get on the plane because fucking Pele. Pele called him and said, "Don't go." Bad, bad. Never listen to these legends, man. They don't all fucking know what they're talking about. Can you imagine if we had Neymar? Endrick is going to either Real Madrid or Man City. Their scouts are already looking into him. Yeah, but we're financially ready. If we want to bid for him and go for him, we'll go for him. We'll go for him. Big up Elias in here. Smash the likes, please. Smash the likes. Get me to the 300 likes. Get me to 300 likes, and please subscribe to the channel, people. Please subscribe. Put your questions in the comments. Please subscribe, guys. Very important, guys. And I appreciate everyone that has and everyone that's supporting, as always, people. We bidded for Hendrick already. No one else has as yet, and 40 million was their price. So who's excuse me, who sourced this? Because we don't believe these bangers and mash brown envelopes. Who sourced it, Cursor? Who has sourced it? Let me know. All right, guys. I'm gonna share the link. All right. I'm gonna share the link. And I'll bring a few people on, and you can just talk to me about the game or anything that you want to land, geezer. All right, ladies and gents. Are we on 300 likes yet, people? Land the 300 likes. There's 200 people in here. An extra 200 people. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, people. Subscribe. Land your minerals and subscribe. Yeah, that's a Sun newspaper, Cursor. We can't rely on the Sun, geezer. We can't rely on the Sun. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. Big up TT as the minerals. How are we doing?
Big up, Johnny. I'm doing good. Great performance today from the boys.
Yep.
I feel like Cho. I want to talk about Cho first. Cho, I feel like maybe like a 7 out of 10. In the few minutes he had, really showed what he could do, but I could still see that he's still a bit shy when it comes to like taking on his man. Like the dribbles we used to see him do before his injury. I think it might take a bit of time before he gets back to that, but like you could see he still has the minerals in him. So yeah, I think this will be a big season for Cho. I was happy to see that. The front three, man, the front three was insane. Kai, Sterling, Mount.
Quality in it.
So,
They
yeah,
were quality, weren't they?
so good. The
Yeah.
movement. And I don't know, it was a rare, like, for me, it was a rare, like, 8 out of 10 performance from Jorginho. His passing was really good, like,
Yeah.
top notch today. I wish he could be more consistent. Mason, I feel like Mason kept passing to Sterling when he had chances to shoot. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I wanted him to shoot more because we don't want to become the team that becomes like completely dependent on Sterling. He came here to enhance the attack. He didn't come here to be, like the soul's striker, if I can put it like that. So
No, I agree with that, and I was there was a couple moments I felt like Mason had a shot, but the thing is, because Sterling gets in so well, like into proper positions, yeah,
yeah,
he gets in such good positions. It's like it's hard for him not to not pass to him. But I get what you mean. Like, so I think in Premier League games, he'll probably go for a crack, geezer. He'll probably have a crack and actually
yeah,
go and you know.
I hope so. Yeah,
Depending on what where the game is at, if it's a draw at the minute or whatever,
mm,
Mace will land the minerals and he'll score the goals when we
yeah,
need to. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah, anything else like you want to say? Because I
Um,
rate Cho as well. I thought Cho did well when
yes,
he came on.
yeah,
I thought he done
really
very
good.
well. I'm very
Yeah,
happy for him. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Because he needs to up it now. I hope. I don't believe the bangers and mash waffle from the brown envelopes about him going on a
Oh
permanent
yeah, no,
Premier
no,
tour.
no. That was all garbage.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
all.
yeah. It's bullshit. That TT doesn't favour him, yet he's put him on the pitch.
Yeah,
Come on, let's have it right. We know the stance with Aspilicueta and Alonso. That's clear as day, isn't it? Because
yeah, yeah, yeah,
obviously
yeah.
he's just got a stance with them, and obviously he's got no other options but to play Asby. But for
Mm.
me, Asby's past it a little bit. If I'm
Yeah.
being honest,
I think Aspi knows. Like, if you put
yeah,
yourself in Aspi's shoes, like you've been here for years, you've won everything. You're like one of the only few players to have won everything at Chelsea. So I think he knows he's done and he just wants to live on a high note, if that makes sense. He doesn't want his
yeah,
last season to be a bad season. So I can't
yeah,
feel sad for him because I can get why he wants to leave. Uh
yeah.
I think yeah, last thing I wanted to talk about oh yeah, Gilmore, he played like what 5 minutes, and you could already see this kid is he fits the system so well, so well. The way he gets the ball, the way he turns. I don't want to make this comparison, but it really reminds me of like Xavi and Iniesta. The close
Yeah,
control, and
yeah,
short
yeah,
pass.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
oh no, he makes my jaw drop.
He's a
So
he's a baller. Like
yeah,
I'll be gutted, mate, if we sell him or even if he goes on loan. If we do not sign a Frankie De Jong or we don't sign a Declan Rice, and
yeah.
we still let this guy go and we keep Gallagher in the six, I'll be fucking fuming, mate.
Gallagher is an eight. He should not be going
Exactly,
anywhere near.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely
exactly.
Gilmore over Gallagher in the system for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I agree, mate. Big up to you for
Yeah.
coming on
Thanks,
TTS the
Johnny.
Minerals.
Thanks for the
I love the
opportunity
name.
to talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pleasure, mate. Pleasure. Thanks for supporting the channel, geezer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rotate. Big up, my
Yeah.
guy.
Big
Thank
up
you.
to you. Yeah.
Up the chills. Yes, RIP FIFA. How we doing, geezer?
Good, mate. A bit late, but I'm still good. Had a great game today, so happy with that. I just wanted to
Yeah,
also touch up on Cho because I personally believe Cho's one of our most technically gifted attackers because when he first came on, I didn't even notice, but he kept kind of stopping in a 1v1 scenario, looking backwards and taking a pass backwards. But a few more minutes onto the pitch, he took on 1v1 and he did not lose one 1v1. I know it's just they're not the best team in the world, but the fact he's doing his man every single time he's gone for that was amazing. And he got an assist for it, which, in my opinion, I was a decent finish from Mount, but Cho did all the work from there. It was a sitting duck for him. And I think if Cho can maintain this confidence and keep proving to Tommy that he can win his one-on-ones and just keep that confidence high, I genuinely think he can be one of our better players on the pitch. Because when you look at Ziyech and Werner, they're just lazy. Cho, when he tries, I believe he's one of our best players on the pitch. He's world class.
I mean, he looked good, didn't he?
Yeah,
Like he looked like he had that fearlessness in him. He took Nit as he grew into the game. He sort of looked like he was
exactly.
having a go, and obviously he assisted Minerals man for the third goal. He's got a purpose going forward, and he was playing wing back as well. Let's not
Yeah,
forget that. I've got high hopes for Cal, and I'm backing 100%. I believe that
exactly.
this year's his year to really prove that he's got, the
Yeah,
minerals to be part of TT's future and Chelsea's future.
100%. Because
But yeah,
what I was just gonna say quickly is what I look for in a player when they're not doing the best is their age first of all, because obviously Havertz, I believe he's so technically gifted. Like that touch where he just mistimed the shot. That touch was superb, but you don't get that by training. That's just natural talent, and he has that. And I feel like but when we have players like Cho and Havertz who are constantly trying and like playing for badge and they don't want to leave, like Cho could have gone to Bayern. He could have forced that move a few years ago. He didn't want to. He stayed with Chelsea, even though at the time I think we got obliterated by Bayern when they was when that steamroll in the Champions League. But he still stayed with us. Havertz has still stayed with us. I think these players really play for the badge. Ziyech and Werner can fuck off. They don't play for a badge. They're lazy.
yeah.
But these players truly try, and I think we should just back them. And because I do think they're confidence players, and I don't like throwing Strand lightly because like last season, like when Werner this first season, everyone's saying it's confidence. No, it's not confidence. He's just not that good, and he doesn't try that much. But I think these players truly try on the pitch, and that's what I like to see from our youth, which is great.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. And but for me, if I'm being completely honest, yeah, and I look at like the benchmark is Mason Mount for me, Reece James, like in the academy. And if I look across all the other Cobham talent, for me, Billy Gilmore is the one that has the
Yeah,
highest ceiling and potential. Cal's got it, but he's had a bad injury, and
yeah,
we need to still see if he's going to come out on top and land it.
yeah.
Gallagher, I don't think's got the. He's a good player. I just think it's the wrong time, and
I
it's not
do
the right
think,
position right now.
yeah, I do think Gallagher's having he'll have a rough time because it's a bit like Santi Cazorla with Spain and that kind of time where he's a great player, but he's competing in like these Iniestas, these like Xavis, like he doesn't stand a chance. I feel like Gallagher's a player who, if he was to play, he'd be kind of taking Havertz or Mount's role. Well, I don't think he's on that level yet because Mount in his best position is like a 8 or a 10, just like Gallagher, and I don't think he's at the level to challenge him. So I think he needs to develop a bit more. I do think we need a CDM to maybe help Gallagher have more of a variety because he can't play a six. He can't. He's a great player in this
No, he's not. He's
retrospect, but
not. He's not a six.
yeah,
It's facts. He's not. He's just not. Um,
yeah,
and he will struggle. He will struggle in that position.
100%.
And then the thing is, he won't get over Kante, Kovacic, and Jorginho. He just
He
won't.
won't. No,
Even Mason Mount plays better in the six than he will
hundred
in the
percent.
big games or when you need it. Mount's proven that he can play in the six as well.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I don't know where. I don't know if there's a deal there for Gallagher. Sadly, there might be a deal where he goes. I don't really want him to because I think he's an upgrade on the squad in squad terms. But it's where does he
yeah,
fit in the squad, like in the team?
yeah,
I don't know where he gets the minutes. He's not going to get the regular Crystal Palace minutes that he's had.
yeah. One
And
thing
the same
I
goes for Gilmore.
yeah,
But Gilmore's good enough, man. He's fucking good enough to play at Chelsea.
yeah. I
Man
think we'd have
United
to
would cry out for a player like Gilmore.
100%.
Gilmore is a sort of player he could play for Manchester City. He could play for Liverpool. He could go Real Madrid. These players are very hard to come by. These types of players. He's a
Yeah,
very Frankie De Jong type, Xavi player. You know,
yeah,
they're hard to come
100%.
by, mate.
Yeah,
I just
it's all
I just want to
natural.
see what happens with that. He's got to
I was
stay.
gonna touch up on Frankie de Jong quick. I think this is our potential revenge on Barcelona to really fuck them over for how they've done with us this transfer window. I think if we have some balls, we time it right. We let them suffer, and then on the deadline day, around about that time, we put the pressure on them, and they will have to sell for peanuts for the player De Jong really is. I think if Borley's got the business mindset and he's got the vengeful but smart mindset, I think he should go for that because it's tactical and it's also a big middle fingers. Barca fans will still go, we wanted him out anyways, he didn't want to lose, but they can shut up because we all know he's one of their best midfielders. Busquets is, he's pushing like 50 at this rate. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he's
Like,
old now, isn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's getting
No,
ridiculous
Frankie De
there.
Jong is their best midfielder by fucking
100%.
miles.
And when you get a
Um,
player like, what's his name? Help me here. The Spanish 20-year-old pushing in the midfield, Gavi. What's his name?
Gavi,
Yeah. He could really learn from someone like De Jong, but we take that away. Busquets has to retire soon. Gavi's gonna have to have big boots to fill, which is gonna be a lot of pressure on him because he doesn't have the help of De Jong. So it's really fuck him over, and I think De Jong's gonna get more and more pissed off about Barca. I don't get what Xavi's saying, but he's really giving. I think it's criminal they're doing De Jong, making players miss the passes he's giving, putting him in centre back. But I think that'll make De Jong really get pissed off at Barca, force a move, mud Barca completely. And De Jong's a player I really want to have at the club because we're not going to treat him wrong. We're going to treat him perfectly fine. But he's got good morals. He knows his worth, and he's got good confidence. He's not going to bend over for Barcelona and be their bitch. He's got good
he's
morals. And
showing he's got the minerals by sticking to his guns and saying, I'm not going to drop my
exactly.
wages. I want what's owed to me. I don't even want to leave. I think in reality he does want to leave. I think he's done. I think
Yeah.
feels very unfairly treated,
He did say that in a report a
disrespected.
few weeks ago. Yeah.
Did it? Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying how he feels like he's put a lot into Barcelona and he feel like they're treating him very poorly. Rightly so he should feel that way. They're asking him to half his wages. Imagine you're doing your job, you're exceeding your job. Because remember, a lot of people that Barcelona have signed, more than Frankie Dong, like Coutinho and Dembele, have flopped completely. He's exceeded what they paid for him, in my opinion. He's been top notch. And they come to you and ask him to take a half pay cut.
Yeah.
That is criminal, and he should not bend over them. He should get a move, but really fuck them over in the process as a big go fuck yourself because he's done nothing wrong. He's done everything right, and he's been mistreated. And it's the kind of player we want at our club. Like he reminds me of Rudiger a lot. He wouldn't take shit from anyone. He'd stick up for himself and he'd know his worth, which I think is quite rare to
And
come
I
across
think
these
we
days.
need a player like him. If you thing is, for me, it's difficult because Billy Gilmore could be that player, but De Jong's ahead of him in development. Like he's way
Yeah,
ahead of him in development. And if you want to like win now and compete now, then De Jong is that guy. You know, he's
yeah,
that player you slots into your midfield and you let him do what he does.
yeah,
And I think we haven't got a player like him.
yeah,
So that for me is why I'd probably go, and if you can't get a Declan Rice, I would go and get a De Jong, and then next year get a Declan Rice so the future is De Jong, Declan Rice, and then my backup would be Gilmore, and you got a Kovacic in there, all in rotation.
yeah.
That would be the
One
dream, you know.
one thing I
Um,
was actually looking at in my head, I don't know how true it's to be, but I'm guessing I think it's something that could be remotely realistic. Was I feel like if we if as and this is like recruit, but if we put a clause to buy Gilmore back, we send him to a manager like Lampard. If he
mm,
gets constant game time under Everton, he'll get constant game time under a good manager because he's performed under Lampard before, and we have a non-bonkers obligation to buy in a certain few years, like 2 years, maybe three. I think then he'll guarantee minutes, fully develop, and we could sign a future, or I wouldn't call him a future, I'd say if we sign him, he'll be a current Frankie de Jong level player because I I don't see him fitting in yet. I think I would play him, but for whatever reason, Tuchel hasn't played him. I don't know, but he
yeah,
sent
doesn't
Vale and
fancy him right
Gilmore.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know what
yeah.
it is, but I'm trying to be realistic. If it was me, I'd play him week in, week out. But being realistic, I think if you put an obligation to buy and send him off to a good midfield manager like Lampard, I can see him flourishing, and we can kind of
I,
get the best of both worlds and get him back. But I don't know. It's just
I
a
think, I
business.
think, I think you. I think he needs. If I'm being honest, I think the right move for Billy Esther Goatmore is to, like I say, if you don't sign a De Jong or a Rice, then you keep him. If you go
Yeah,
and sign a midfielder, which I think we will do, then I think you loan him for 1 year, but a proper good loan. The loan he should have had
yeah,
last year, you give him this year, and then see what he's about. Let him develop for 1 season under the right manager, under the right way of system of playing football. I think a move to Brighton would be good for him. I think he would suit a Brighton football club and the way that Potter plays football.
yeah,
Personally,
yeah. I think it'll
possession
only
based,
work.
high recovery, demanding. They're decent at a decent level. You know they're not going to get relegated, or you don't think they're going to get relegated. But I only if we buy another midfielder. If we're not buying a midfielder, I'm keeping Billy Esther all day long. All day
I
long.
do
I
agree
wouldn't
with
loan
that.
him.
Yeah,
I'm not making
is
that
a
same mistake again next
yeah,
year, like
hundred
we did
percent.
last year, this year. Fuck that. No
Yeah.
chance.
For me, just panic
But
loaned him last season. It was
yeah,
shocking
yeah,
for Norwich. That
yeah.
was just a shitty loan for him. But yeah,
And let me just remind everyone that the biggest transfer spends in Europe as it stands right now is Barcelona at 128 million.
it's criminal. And they're gonna get Bernardo Silva. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
And no one investigates them. It's shocking. I was also thinking, Johnny, I think just to back you even more on your Sevilla point, if you didn't notice, but the first reports are really bullish on Koundé to Chelsea were all Sevilla people. And Chelsea fans going, I'm believing of Sevilla sources, not the Bar sources. I'm believing Sevilla because they thought, oh, they're closest to the club, they're the most realistic. But they couldn't be further from the truth because they were just pumping fake news because they wanted to get closer to Monchi and they're all brown envelopes. So they got closer to Monchi, they got their money, and now they get even bigger details about their club they report on, and it's just criminal that they've pulled that off. And then with Monchi's quotes, it's like Chelsea went on vacation for 4 days because we're Chelsea Football Club. We're not gonna bend over for Barcelona again and give them 4 days for them to come sweep the deal. If that was us, we're gonna be forcing a move. But
You
the
would,
second
yeah, would
apparently
have
we
done the
leave
deal straight away.
exactly,
Yeah.
and the second we apparently left the deal, 2 hours later Barca agree it fucking bullshit, mate. That's not a thing. That we would have not let that happen because that was not how the less Leeds deal went. Sorry, we were pushing, 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 and we never left it. Why would we leave Kunde? We wanted him, but we didn't want him, did we? And now Tuchel's come out and he's had to say that I doubted his height. But now people are going, oh, you're lying, but he's not lying. And then it's like I've seen Barca fans go, oh, well, as Pizarqueta and Thiago Silva are the same height as Koundé, but they're just it's just wrong to compare these experienced top class players. By the way, Azpi's a fucking right back. I don't know what I'm on about there, but they don't know what they're on about. And then fans are now going to turn on Tuchel, going, "Oh, you're a mess. You don't know what you're doing." But he does know what he's doing. He's just been lied to and used by the fucking media. And how the journalists realized we had 200 million to spend and we're going to get 6 signings is ridiculous because now we've probably been linked to 25 plus players this window. It's
This
not
is
even a
my
joke.
point with the brown envelopes. That was a Ben Jacobs that came out with that one. I got really fucked off with it because he
Yeah,
basically broadcasted, as it did Matt Law, they broadcasted that we got a 200 million kitty and we're going to spend, and we can, and that's without us selling players as well. We can sell players and spend more. All right.
yeah,
And that's within financial fair play. What are you doing broadcasting that to clubs around Europe? You're letting everyone around Europe know that Chelsea got money to spend and you're going to link us to every player under the sun, which they did. And they've used us, like I say, in this whole transfer window, they've used Chelsea football as a fucking pawn. That's what they've done. They've literally used us and our name and linked it to every agent, and every agent's used it for every player trying to get a better deal, better contract, or get a move to another club. And in reality, Chelsea are not in for these players. The players that we're actually in for, Sterling Koulibaly, no one
Son.
fucking knew about it, really. No one really knew about it. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
reported very much,
No,
only till it got a bit serious. But no one
yeah,
had a sniffle about it. So
100%.
why is it all broadcasted with Koundé, De Ligt, Gnabry, Ronaldo, Neymar, and all these fucking players? You know, let's
I
be
noticed,
realistic
Johnny,
about the matter.
the players we're linked to the most are the players we don't even go for the most. You know what I mean? Like Claus linked him fucking heavily, didn't even approach, didn't even talk. Just apparently we
Yeah.
wanted him. Bullshit. And then we have
Exactly.
fucking what's his name? Skriniar. I don't think we're going for him. I really don't. As we'd have him.
Nah, he's not.
He's
He's
a
not coming.
Superman.
He's not coming.
But
He's not
that's fucking into Milan going, oh, let's get some money more from
Yeah,
PSG.
yeah.
And then we have fucking Kunde, more money from Barca. We're just being used. It's ridiculous.
These are the three players I would want. Chelsea old boys knows the deal. Guardiola, Rice, De Jong, and I'm happy with that. Well, I'm more than happy with that. You know,
Yeah.
those three signings are. You know, you can get away with the attack for one more season if that's the case.
I think
But I think
our attack's been a bit overhated. I don't think it's that bad. I think Tuchel just wanted to send a message to Burley in the last few games, and now he's going to go and look, Burley, this is how I want to play. These are players that can kind of do it, build around it, and I think he's done that perfectly. Because, I think fans need to also respect Tuchel a lot because the shit he's doing for our club is ridiculous. You'd expect from a manager like Jose coming back for a third time, not someone who's been there for like 2 years. He led us through the fucking through our management situation and all this shit. He's a fucking legend in my eyes.
yeah, true saying, my guy. But big up, ROP,
thank you.
FIFA.
Have a great stream,
name.
man. Thanks.
Yeah, big up, Geezer. Thanks for your support, my guy.
I'll be in the chat
Up
now
Chelsea.
anytime, mate. Cheers.
Chelsea old boys is landing the minerals, mate. He's landing the minerals, Geezer. Where's the other one? Get Pulisic in the chat. Legend, mate. Legend. Just a legend, mate. Johnny knows the score even when the game ain't even played yet. Let's have it right. Who we got here? Forever Blues, yeah? Even there, Geezer? He's not there. He's there, he's not. Joey Cole, he's everywhere. You there, Forever Blues? I can't hear you, mate. Need to unmute yourself. Maybe come out and come back in. He's not getting through, is he? Guardiola, Duong, and the versatile right centre back, right wing back is perfect. Yeah, he was decent, wasn't he? RIP FIFA, he's a top boy, top lovely kid there. Landing it, supports the channel as well. Do you know what I mean? People, come in if you want to have a quick say. Come in and have a quick say, people. Yeah? Let's have it right. Land your minerals. Land your minerals. Guys, what am I doing for likes? What am I doing for subs? Let me know in the chat. Any questions? I'm more than happy to say. All right, you back now. Forever Blues. I can't hear you, Geezer.
Hello, Johnny.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Right, thank God for that. Right, Johnny, I've got some minerals to land here, mate.
Go on, land it.
Right, so Pulisic, I think he's completely and utterly shit, right? Now, the only way I see Pulisic staying in our team is possibly being a backup, right, as a wing back. That's the only thing that I see for him staying. Otherwise, I think he's utterly shit, and we should get rid of him. You know, he needs to build muscle. He's not strong enough. He's weak on the ball. He keeps losing the ball, and he's shit at finishing. I don't like Pulisic whatsoever.
Well, I think you got to look at it two ways, yeah. I think, I agree. Like, he needs to build up a bit more. He's sort of made out of biscuits, you know what I mean? But in terms of like his finishing and shooting, when it comes to like the big games, the big moments, when he shoots, it's harder for him to fucking miss than it is to score. Champions League final is an example. The game at the Bernabeu in extra time. You know, those moments, Pulisic always seems to like go missing. But in terms of like his ability and potential, he's got it. He's definitely got something now. But the problem I have with Pulisic is, in order to get the best out of him, you've got to sort of build around him a little bit, and you ain't going to play him wing back because he's not a wing back, and that's the problem. I think in this front three system, he's going to have to accept that he's second fiddle to Mason Mount and Sterling, and he ain't playing a false nine, so he ain't getting over Mount and Sterling at this moment in time at all.
No,
And if he does, he's got to land the minerals consistently.
with Dortmund,
And that's his test, though. You know, I want the thing is, Forever Blues, I want that because I want that competition for places, and he needs to prove himself at the end of the day. You know, that's what it's about being at Chelsea. You got to prove yourself. You got to prove your worth. Like Mason Mount, he's proved his worth to play in our fucking team. Sterling will play because he's come for 45 million, 300 grand a week wages. He's proven Premier League champion, countless champion for in the Premier League. He's not won the Champions League, whereas the other boys have in our team. But he offers us something special, a mentality, a winning mentality, a leadership, a goal record. And Pulisic has got a lot to live up to there. And I think if he was prepared to stay and fight and he's not bitching about, moaning about leaving, then I'm all for that. And I think we need to support him as well. You know, you've got to support him. Because there's a lot worse players than Pulisic. I mean, I look at fucking Werner, I looked at Lukaku, and I think they were absolute dog shit. You know?
I know, I agree.
Piss
Timo
poor.
and Lukaku are far worse than Pulisic. But I'm just saying that Pulisic, I feel like, is one of those people that might complain not being in the starting squad,
Yeah,
and his dad
yeah,
keeps
yeah,
coming
yeah,
out
yeah,
chatting
yeah, yeah,
shit as well.
yeah,
So you just got to focus
yeah.
on the football, start building up
Yeah.
more muscle, and then I think he can be a good quality player for us. But like you said, when we played against Real Madrid, I remember him having so many chances and he missed so many. And if we were more clinical, we could have beaten Real Madrid. Real Madrid, well, we could have beaten them so easily. Like that comeback that we were on was amazing, but we just weren't clinical enough. And he was at the end of them most of the time. So he has good positioning, but he just needs to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
better at finishing.
No, look, I agree with that. Like, I mean, that goes with a lot of the front line. The finishing's not good enough, but I think, you know what? If I'm being real, if Pulisic was an American and he'd not played under Tuchel before, I don't think he would be in this at the club. His current performances and his stint has not been good enough. Although his conversion rate's very good for the amount of games he's played, and he did help us get top four under Lampard. Granted, he contributed, but that was like we thought we had the Eden Hazard replacement, and it clearly weren't that way. But there is a player there, and I do think he's got qualities that other attackers don't have. It's just I don't think he enjoys playing under Tuchel, and I think that's where the problem is.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know whether Tuchel favours him too much. That's my problem.
I,
If he can get over that, then I think we could have a very good player, a very, very special player, and can help us. Because let's have it right, the whole Premier League season, the whole season, it's all about rotation and squad, and we want quality like that in depth. But does he walk into Real Madrid, Manchester City, Liverpool? Does he start for these teams? And maybe Liverpool, maybe now Mane's gone, but he doesn't get into Manchester City, doesn't get into Real Madrid's team. You know, if you're looking at the top tier teams, so at best, I think like he is like a a sort of backup option at the minute. But he's a number 10. He's not plays the number 10 because the way we play, if you look at the way we play and the way that America plays, because when he plays for America, it's like he's like that focal point, that everything goes through him. We don't play like that when he plays at Chelsea. Everything goes through Mount or a Sterling type player, And when it has gone through him, he's either been a wing back or he's been out on the left and right. But what I noticed with Pulisic is, especially around with Graham, when we were all pressing, he doesn't press right with the team. He's not that sort of player, man. He's just not.
No, that's what I'm
So we have
saying.
to see. I agree, but I don't think he's shit. It's not that he's shit. I just think that he needs to adjust his game to the way the gaffer wants to play, and I think he's struggling. And because he's struggling, he's not gaining any consistency. And when you don't get consistency, you don't deliver. The gaffer benches you, so you end up going in and out. And that's when his old man goes on Twitter. I see the whole process. I get it, but it's a two-way thing with the gaffer and the player. But because he's all fucking Captain America and all this shit, you've got all that pressure on you. New American owners, they know he's a marketing monster, makes a lot of money. It's a big thing. There needs to be a way to make it work, but I don't think he's not our main problem. I think we need to just back him this season because he's going to stay. And I think players like Lukaku, Werner, Ziyech, all are worse and all need to go. So if we can replace get a quality player to sort of cover 2 or 3 of those players and replace, utilize Cho and Pulisic, and then you got 6 in that front line, ain't you? If you get one more, you got 6 in that front line because you'll have Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, Sterling, Pulisic, Cho, potentially Broha, and one other player that we sign. And that will be enough to get through the next season. And then the next season, if they don't deliver, they'll get sold, and we get in who the gaffer wants or who the gaffer really wants. I think that buys you time to address the back line and the midfield this window. It's very important to do that. We've got to fill a lot of positions. That's the way I see it.
I get that, right? But okay, let me ask you a question, right? Do you think so I know everything we said about Timo. I'm not a big fan of Timo, right? But do you think that Timo opens up more space than Pulisic does? Like, do you think he drags out more defenders? Do you think he brings out more space for other attackers like Havertz or the likes of Mount? Do you think he's better at running in behind? Basically, this is what I'm trying to think of.
Well, I think Pulisic is better at sort of like receiving the ball. Did you see what Sterling was doing today?
Oh yeah, he was balling out. I mean, Sterling was amazing today. Absolutely amazing.
Did you watch him? Did you watch him how he came deep and he got the ball and he used his technical ability to then cut through half turn, so to speak.
Yeah.
And we go into space. That's what Pulisic should be doing. He's not a Werner player where Werner's on the last shoulder and stretches the back line to make them want to, be worried of his pace. They'd be scared of his pace. That's what Werner was. But the problem with Werner is we were playing against low blocks all the time. You don't get anything out of Werner there. So he ends up just basically working like a dog for just trying to create pockets of space. Whereas a Pulisic could do that against low blocks. But where you get the best out of Pulisic is him dropping deeper, like he did against Real Madrid in the semi-final. He did that a lot, and he was drawing fouls all over the gaff. But that's what Sterling was doing tonight. That is what the gaffer demands of the 2 either side of Kai Havertz, because Mason Mount can do that as well. Now, I think if he can perfect that and improve that, we will start to see a real Pulisic there. And he might learn off Sterling. Do you know what I mean? Because Pulisic is what, 22?
They're still quite young. Yeah.
Yeah, he's young, man. He's young. Let these guys develop. We've got time now. We've got time to rebuild. We know we're not going for the Premier League title right now. We're going to have a go, don't get me wrong. But realistically, You know, obviously we could go on an amazing run and fucking shock everyone, but in hindsight, we have to be real about the situation and just sort of focus on us at the minute. Try and get as many points in the bag, and try and get on form. We need to be on form. I haven't seen us on form since when we won the Champions League. That was the first time I saw us on form, and the first time when I really thought we were kicking into form was when we played Leicester, because I was at that game away at Leicester. And then the Juventus game, and I felt like shit. We're really kicking into form now. We look like a force. And then Chile got injured, and it all went tits up. So let's see how it goes this season. If we can build some form, we've got young players still. Tuchel's trying to bring in experience. He's brought in Sterling experience, Premier League experience. He knows what it takes to win the Premier League title. He's played Champions League. Now he's brought Koulibaly experience, not the Premier League, but experience. Experience of playing at a high level, Champions League football, blah, blah, blah. You've got to get a balance right of that with the Cobham talent and the loan players and players that you sign now. You know, you bring in a Frankie de Jong. He's never played Premier League football, but he's going to have enough experience around him to get him through it.
Frankie de Jong, I think, is quite crucial in my opinion. I think I watched Jorginho and tonight, and I think he played better than he did against Arsenal. But I'm still not convinced about Jorginho. I just think he's not that quick on the ball. He's not good at running back when pushing up. So let's say, you know, when Kante and Jorginho today were pushed up, right, and Kante a bit further than Jorginho. I think that if you had Frankie de Jong, I think it would be better if we pushed him up further, but we had Kante a bit further back, like Jorginho was today, and Kante was further up. Because I feel like Frankie de Jong is more clinical, he can score more, but he's a good creator of the ball, and he's quick on the ball, and he's good with passing. I think he's an upgrade on Jorginho, in my opinion. But maybe the gaffer is thinking, well, Jorginho played with Koulibaly, so maybe that would be a good bit of chemistry there.
Yeah, there's chemistry there, yeah.
But I think Frankie de Jong would be much better because I just think he's faster on the ball. I think Frankie de Jong can defend as well, better than Jorginho, possibly. I think he's got.
I think he can. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
he used to be a centre back
abilities.
when he was younger. Yeah. And also, if you look at Xavi and Barcelona, how they're fucking playing him now, they're playing him as a centre back in a minute. It's disgraceful. His best position is sort of like that 6-8 position. I see him as deep line playmaker. Personally, that's what I see him as. But a playmaker that can do sort of Kovacic role, but not so much with the not dribbling side, because Kovacic is a great dribbler, but in the terms of like his speed of thought and game intelligence and how he passes the ball and the pockets that he gets into, he's very clever player, gifted player. Lovely technique.
He's better at dribbling than Jorginho, though. Maybe not as Kovacic.
Yeah, no, he is. Yeah, of course he is. Yeah. Well, Jorginho's not a dribbler. He's not.
No,
a dribbler,
I don't think he's good on the ball. I think he can lose it quite easily. Sometimes he has a bit like some heavy touches. I mean, a lot of people might not like me saying this, but I just see him as he's a bit better than Scott McTominay. Maybe I'm disrespecting Jorginho. Because Scott McTominay,
no, I'm not Scott McTominay, man. Georgie's fucking baller, man. Georgie's our register, mate. I mean, he balled out today. He bossed the game in the double six. He's played very well. He tried to be aggressive with his forward passing, which is what we lacked. But this is all down to the fact we didn't have Lukaku. You know, when you don't have Lukaku now, you can start to see how we look like when we first got Tuchel in the game. You know, when he first came to Chelsea, and I think just give. That's a good point by Chelsea. Always give Bowley time with TT, and they will deliver. And we just have to support the players and get through this season and make sure that we stay in the Champions League. We have a go at the Champions League, which I'm very confident we can do that. I think we can beat anyone in a cup competition. You've always got a chance. It's just the Premier League. It's going to be tough this year, and let's not forget. And it goes for every single club out there. There is a World Cup. November, December. There's a lot of players are going to be reluctant to give it their all in the Premier League because they're going to be scared of getting injured and missing the World Cup. So we have to be fully aware of that. That's going to affect things, and it's also going to affect the season. So let's see how we get on. It's going to be a very unusual season, but the brown envelope's done us like kippers, putting us the World Cup in a ridiculous time, banging in the middle of the season. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
That is what it is. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
I think one of the reasons why Sterling left Man City anyway was because of the World Cup. I think he just wants more game time, and he just wants a new experience, or to live close to his family. I suppose is another reason. But Sterling today, I was very impressed with. Kai Havertz. I mean, I love Kai. I don't know if he should play that forward. I feel like I want to try something new. Like I want to play Mason Mount higher up the field with Sterling or something with Kai Havertz in behind him. But then the thing about Mason Mount is if you play him higher up the field, because I think he's a more clinical finisher than Kai. The problem with doing that is that Mason Mount's a good playmaker. He's good at creating chances. So if he's playing up higher in the field, then he can't really do that, can he? And I think without Mason Mount doing that, I don't think we won't be a good team, because I think that Mason Mount brings most of our chances.
You
But I
can't
think Kai,
you can't play Mount in the front. Mount has got to play in the 8-10, and the only way you can do that is in a back four.
yeah, but we can't play back four. I would love to do that, but we can't play a back four right now, can we?
Yeah.
We don't have the players, Johnny, and that's what I'm pissed off about. We need another defender.
You
The
need
defender.
a DM. That's what you need. You need a DM.
Declan Rice. Why not get Declan Rice? I mean,
Because
I don't.
West Ham don't want to sell Geezer, and they want 150 million. It's
I don't
Bowley going to
care.
pay that.
I don't care. 150 mil. What is that? We can have him a year earlier and spend what? 50 million more. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of money, but it'll be worth it, wouldn't it? We need change.
I agree,
now.
mate. You're preaching to the choir here. I know that getting Declan Rice changes everything, and we need to do that. But I think it's all tactics in the market, mate. If I'm being honest, and we might see something develop later on near the end of the window where we put the pressure on. But let's see. We might go and get De Jong first, and then get Rice next year.
I wouldn't mind
might
that
go for one
either.
of them. Well,
I
yeah,
wouldn't
of
mind
course.
that either, for sure.
You get one of them. But big up to you, Geezer, for coming on. Appreciate you coming on and supporting the channel, my guy. Thanks for having your say, all right? And
Thanks, Johnny.
more welcome. No problem. Up the Chelsea, Geezer. Big up to you, Chelsea old boys. Let's have it right. What's all this I saw before I show that? I saw a comment. Where is it? Who is it saying that? This is it. You see expressions of Robbie clowning us, saying we won't get top four and that. I haven't seen this. This is nonsense. I don't know where all their big bollocks is coming from. Both bottle job clubs. They've won a friendly against us and they're all fucking giving it the big one. Let's have it right. Small clubs, very small clubs. Very small. And just as Chelsea old boy says, and I'm going to respect it, a proper Chelsea fella. Yeah, let's have it right. This is something that Spurs and Arsenal must look at every time they think about what they fucking well say, because they seem to be growing these bollocks. They seem to be growing bollocks after being crying for countless how many years of crying and tears, of stress and heart palpitations and just sweats. Yeah. But let's remind them who the fucking daddy is in London. Let's remind them who's the biggest and most elite club in London. Let's remind them who Chelsea Football Club are. Yeah. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. This is who we are. Yeah. This is who we are. We see things they'll never see. They'll never see this. Never. You hear that? Never. Ever. Yeah. We'll call you Never FC. Yeah. How about that? Giving it all the big in these lot. Crying out loud, man. When do they learn, these people? When do they learn about the minerals, mate? They ain't got the minerals. They ain't got the minerals like Chelsea. Yeah, let's have it right. So, guys, let me know what likes I'm on. Please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, guys. Subscribe. We're starting the season soon. I'm buzzing for it. I'm going to watch the game tomorrow morning. I want to see the young boys. I want to see a bit of Kovacic and Chile. I want to see all the players play. Hopefully, it's a good game, and we've got something to talk about. And hopefully, I'll see how I get on. If I can bring you a show tomorrow, I will do that, people. Yes, let's have it right. Let's have it right. I know expression. Lol, I know expression, brother. Also, proper donut. Yeah, proper donut, bro. Oh dear, they never learn, mate. The game's on. Big up, Calby. The game's on tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. UK time, on the Chelsea website, official website, and on the Fifth Stand app if you've got that as well. So go and watch the game. So it'll be all the players part of the squad that didn't play tonight will be playing tomorrow's game against Udinese. Yeah. Chris, you're going to have to go all the way back, my guy. I've been on for 2 hours and 45 minutes. Big up to you for being in here. I'm sure you enjoyed the show. There's some serious minerals landed, yeah? Minerals sleep time for the game in the morning, 10 a.m. Let's go. Up the Chels. Right, guys. Listen, before you go, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, help me get to the 3K now. I can't believe I'm even saying get me to the 3K. It's shocking. It's madness. But big up to everyone in here. I'm going to go and get some shut-eye, rest up, recharge the minerals. And as always, you guys in here, thank you very much for supporting the channel and being part of the Minerals FC community. Every single one of you. Big up to everyone. And as always, I'll leave you with the minerals. As we're talking about the start of the Premier League, let's remind everyone again about who we are. Yeah. Let's remind everyone who we are, and let's remind everyone who the minerals is. Yeah, the minerals man. So big up to every single one of you. Thank you very much for supporting me. As always, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Right, Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Love it. For the minerals, TT.
Oi, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.